Okay, so with no further ado, picking up from last time, Elias, you are kind of grabbed by the throat through the hole that you've just opened up by removing this gem. Quite quickly afterwards, the kind of slab of stone is shattered as another fist punches through it. You're kind of lifted a little bit just to your tiptoes as this linen-clad figure emerges from the dust and the rubble. As it settles down, you kind of look into the face of what clearly was a human at one point, or humanoid, I should say. Although any eyes may have once been there are now definitely withered and gone. It kind of stares in your general direction, though, and you just hear a kind of very husky. And we're going to roll combat, please, everybody. I might have to create. See.
Sorry, I didn't quite get the spelling of that. Can you repeat it?
No. Alright, let me add this all to combat.
Oh, the issue with changing character sheets and it not updating for the token seems to be fixed. I think it was a bug for a while.
Right, well, I'll have to try that again because I'm still seeing you guys listed as what you originally were. Bear with me one moment.
Also, I've still got my same initiative. Am I allowed to roll again?
You might need to end the combat and start a new
I
one.
thought you did because I had to roll again just now.
Yeah, I've just had to roll again.
Yeah, that's interesting. Because mine is still showing you guys listed as your old names. Well, a lot of you are just player character, which is very bizarre.
Yeah. Well, we might have to update them one more time,
PC.
right? If the bug is now fixed.
Possibly.
Let me remember where you are. In fact, let me do
21.
one at a time. Delete your characters and put them straight in from.
I will remember because I actually have a half decent roll.
All your best rolls are initiative.
Just going to refresh your tokens, see if that makes any difference whatsoever.
Wonderful.
No, that's not was Cal's PC. I'll figure it out later. It doesn't really matter too much for now. Okay, cool. So you guys might have to roll again for those, but to be honest, the mummy has not rolled particularly well, so I imagine it probably won't be an issue.
There goes Cal's good roll.
Yeah.
See you
I was
later.
gonna say, I was on an 18.
Oh,
I just want to give
21
you that.
again?
I was at a 17.
16. Oh, can't do. I don't matter that much.
So start off then. Yinfu, you're kind of the first to get over the shock of this thing emerging. You can obviously see that it's got Elias in a pretty firm grip.
Yeah. You said it's humanoid, right?
I did, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try the good old hold person.
Okay.
I can't see the map, so I'm just gonna reload and see if that makes a difference.
Wonder why that is. You've got the token there.
I don't know. Is that better? Yeah, there we go. All good. I just had a moment.
was going to say, it does
So-
say the game is paused for me.
Hold on, let me see if I can. There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Said.
Mm,
So unfortunately, Yinfu, you're unable to restrain the mummy on this occasion.
I am out of bardic inspiration, so I think that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Zwan.
It's me. Zwan is still very hung up on the whole riddle about the water, and he has the chalice in his hand. So he's going to move just about here. And he's going to just throw the chalice and its contents at the mummy.
Okay, cool. Roll me a ranged attack, please.
Hang on, how do I target something again?
Right click
So-
twice.
Yeah, that's a cool way to do it.
Roll what? Sorry, a ranged attack.
Range attack, please. Just don't know if it'll. If you haven't got a ranged weapon, it might not let you. In which case, just roll a d20 and add your
Add my dex.
dex to that.
Yeah, so dex is +3. I'll just roll a d20. +3. No, it's an 8.
So that does it actually. So the kind of chalice kind of clanks against the side of the mummy's head for a moment, and it kind of stops to turn a little bit. You can see the water kind of soaking into a few of the bandages. The creature, still obviously keeps its grip on Elias, but its other hand, it moves, kind of the upper arm, which is wet, towards its face, trying to do something, but you can't quite work out what. Roll me d4 for damage on that.
Oh. Nice. And not hanging around long enough to see what it's trying to cling at its face, I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Sure, so you kind of dip down behind the sarcophagus.
Yeah. And that ends my turn.
Okay. Epicos, you get over the initial surprise and quite quickly assess the situation. The thing does have its back to you at the moment.
Alright, I'm gonna sort of half hop up on top and try and stab it with spear.
Okay.
It'd be a nice time to smite if I didn't blow on my spell slots earlier. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does in fact hit, so do you want to roll me the damage?
12 damage.
Okay, so you managed to get a pretty good stab into this thing's back. As you kind of pull the blade out, you notice it doesn't bleed, instead sand seems to drip from between the gaps in the bandages.
I think
Shit.
that's me done though.
Okay, why die?
Yeah, wide eye, just seeing it jump up in front of him. He's not going to rage just yet, but he is going to just instinctively, immediately swing.
Right-click it
Why
should do
won't it let me select token? Weird.
Let's see if I can do that for you. Try that. See if that works.
Well, just roll an attack and see if that goes through.
Yeah, see if that automatically targets it.
Okay. With the
It's a hit.
So 14.
See, it doesn't tell you. That's interesting because it hasn't done the kind of automatic resolution of hit or miss. It has
Yeah, it's still not letting me select it. Yeah.
Okay, so again, you can't bring the weapon down, and it lodges itself in the bandages, passing through a little bit, but then kind of meeting something that gives it a bit of resistance underneath. Again, more kind of sand or possibly dust just oozes from that wound.
Okay. Not a huge amount else wide I can do, to be perfectly honest. Hit things hope for the best, so in turn.
Yeah, cool. So, Jacinto's turn. He's obviously kind of taken aback by all of this. He's actually going to kind of move a little to kind of see over you guys and what's happening there. And he starts kind of frantically looking to the wall, trying to work out what potentially might be done about this. And that's going to take up his turn. So, Elias, you're obviously kind of still gripped by this thing.
Is that right?
I didn't get any audio from you there, Cal. Would you say it again, please?
Grappled by the. Hello?
I think it might be just gone. You're asking if you're grappled by the mummy, right?
Yeah, so you are grappled, so speed is 0, but otherwise largely unaffected.
Okay. Okay. First thing that comes to mind is I'll try a shocking grasp to see if I can get out of it.
Okay. Yep. Yes.
That's a roll.
Wow. Nice.
I was gonna say grapple doesn't force disadvantage, does it? It's just
No, it's just no movements.
what I thought.
Okay, cool. So roll me the damage, and then
Yeah, sorry.
see that. Rules as written
Oh,
doesn't
fucking
cause it to drop, but it can't take a reaction. However, I'm going to roll a Constitution for it just because I think that would work. Okay, this doesn't necessarily harm it, but surprises it enough that it releases its grip.
Okay, cool.
So you are no longer grappled.
In that
Take a
case,
reaction.
I will try my next thing. And I will try and telekinetic shove it. Like, well, I guess 5 feet backwards would be into
Epicos.
a person. You just. Yeah, no, I guess that wouldn't really do much for me. So I'll take a couple of steps back and just hang out over here.
Okay, sure. So that gets you out of the mummy's immediate grasp. It's now its turn to act. So first thing it's going to do, Wide Eye, is going to stare in your direction and give you a blast of its dreadful glare. So I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please. DC 11.
Okay. Attributes. Wisdom. Saving throw.
You should be able to just click that.
Lol.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
yeah, I didn't see that, yeah.
Wide Eye, you are now frightened of this mummy. Which essentially, in fact, let me add that onto your features really quickly. So you will have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls for as long as the source of your fear, i.e. the mummy, is within your line of sight. And you can't willingly move closer toward. Make that wisdom saving throw. But for now, that is going to affect you. And after doing that, seeing you recoil in kind of shock and horror, it is going to turn and it's going to attack you, Epicos, with its rotting fist.
Uh, 16 misses.
16 misses. So you manage to kind of block the blow. It's not a particularly graceful attack from the mummy, but you can kind of see from the speed of the swing that if this hits, it's probably going to hurt. But that is the mummy's turn. So brings us to May, who's obviously just a little slower than the rest, but you can kind of see now that this might be a problem. This thing.
Just a little bit.
Even if Wide Eye's apprehensive about it, it's probably not going to be an easy fight.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like weapons. She's gonna see what's happened because she's been the last to act. Is there any other chalices around? Is it just that one?
There's one which Zwan has kind of thrown right into the melee. There, it's kind of clinked down somewhere amongst the rubble of a sarcophagi.
Okay. And is that it?
Singular.
That it?
From what you can see, yes.
Okay. Oh, have I got anything in my actual... I didn't think of this. Ah, I've got a water skin. Right. I'm gonna head over to the fountain. Oh, how do I move again? There we go. I don't know if this is an action or not, but I'm gonna tip out the water I have and put the water that's in the fountain in one of the water skins that I have.
Okay, yeah, that would take a bit of time, so that will be an action.
Yeah, perfect. And I think that is all I'm gonna do this turn for now. Because oh my god.
I have a really bad idea.
As per usual.
Yep. I'm gonna scoot my butt down the side of this fountain. I've seen the approach that Li Mei and Chuan were taking. This fountain is up, isn't it?
It is, yeah. You're probably about 10 feet elevated.
Cool. How fucked up do these walls look? They're pretty old, right?
Yeah, they're old and crumbling in a few places. Some of the hieroglyphs appear to be missing, but it seems more from time rather than any particularly hostile action.
Awesome. I am going to cast Earth Tremor and attempt to just, cave in that side of the wall and send the water going in its direction.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Let's see how that one works then.
Now, where
Let me have
is
a quick read of the small print of this. But let's have a look.
Yeah. Just a big ol' stomp. 10-foot range. I think I actually wanted to be here. Sorry. Couldn't quite figure out the ranges with how it's listed up here. More bad.
Oh no.
Okay, so you cast Earth Tremor, and sure enough, a kind of small magnitude quake hits the immediate vicinity. It has the desired effect. The fountain kind of breaks, and the water kind of starts flooding down towards the ongoing combat.
I believe it will also hit the mummy at the range.
Yes.
I think it just and so misses Li Mei and Epicos.
So, let me find your spells 1 moment.
I think you could do like a damage template thing if you want to measure the effect. Yeah, there's like a measurement controls and then circles, cones, rectangles, and rays.
Oh, where am I looking for that measurement?
So top left, you've got the token
Circles,
controls.
got it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
So, in that case, I'm going to have to do some rolls for that. 1 moment. Oh, no, why am I rolling as you? Ignore that one.
Oh, I need to put that up. Let me move back off.
Okay, so the mummy fails that, so it's going to take some damage.
I upcast as well. Yep, cool. So 2d6.
Why is that applied to Epicos as well? I don't know why it's applied to that. I'll just do it manually on the mummies. Okay, so he is knocked prone.
Mhm.
And as he falls down, the kind of overflowing fountain now kind of starts to wash down towards the mummy. You can kind of see the water starts to soak into some of its bandages. There we go.
Ooh.
However, Yin-Fu, you have seemed to neglect the fact that you are in an underground tomb with very, very weak sandstone walls. And you start to hear kind of, aftershocks. And a few kind of stones start to fall from the roof of the tomb.
Uh-oh. I think that's gonna be my turn. I think I've done enough.
You think?
Just a bit. I told you it was a bad idea. I said up front, bad idea.
And then you did it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
Something's
you
on
are. You
fire.
kind of watch. You kind of watch this unfold a little bit. It's quite clear that this chamber, at least, and possibly the whole tomb, is very quickly losing its structural integrity.
Jacinto's gonna get to his turn and use his action to have a fucking aneurysm.
Oh, it's my turn. Cheers.
Yeah. You're so welcome. I've just set things up nicely for you. Oh god.
Well, I didn't actually see when Epicos attacked him, so I didn't know that things aren't very effective. So I'm going to shoot my bow
Okay.
at the prone mummy. Because I'm hiding, do I?
Ranged attack, that will be disadvantage.
Does that cancel out? Because I would have normally had advantage.
It would, yes. So you'll just be attacking normally then.
Just a normal one. Short bow. Attack. Oh wow. No. Yes. That's max damage as well. Well, 9 damage. And I'm no longer hiding. But now I've stood up, I can see all this water sort of very quickly moving towards me. I'm going to move, but I don't know what was down this corridor, so I'm going to head back to where we came from.
Okay, so yes, you kind of start moving and kind of having to dodge a few kind of fist-sized lumps of rock that are starting to fall from the ceiling. And kind of a fine dust, sands, and stuff kind of seeping in through cracks now.
Wonderful. And that ends my turn.
Okay, Epicos, you've kind of seen that this thing's kind of been knocked prone and is now kind of getting drenched by this, kind of spilled water from the fountain. Although you have to kind of raise your shield to stop a lump of rock from coming down on you.
Does the water appear to be affecting it at all?
It seems to be getting damp. Doesn't seem to be doing necessarily any damage.
Okay, I'm gonna stab it with a spear again.
Okay.
Has advantage because it's prone?
Yeah, that's a hit.
10 damage. I'm gonna move round towards the exit a bit more, but stay within stabbing range, I think.
Okay. So, Wide Eye, I need you to roll that wisdom saving throw again, please.
Wisdom. A second. Oh, actually. Oh. Wait, was it a 3 last time? Motherfucker, it was.
Okay, so Wide Eye, you're still, kind of very spooked by this thing. It is incredibly unnatural. Now, add to that, the roof appears to be on the brink of a cave-in. You might be reevaluating your options here.
Yes, I would agree. For God's sake, it's not letting me. There we go. Definitely going to be fling. How tall are the sarcophagus?
You'd be able to vault over them.
Oh, okay. So he's prone, so you don't need to disengage, do you?
No, I don't believe you do.
Because you can't take a reaction when you're prone, aren't you? Same as Swan. This is the direction I came from. So using that knowledge.
Actually, hold on. Just looking at it. No, it can make an attack against you. It just have disadvantage on it.
Yeah, I'll risk it.
Okay.
Ah, crap! I accidentally moved myself back. So I've used an ass ton of movement.
Right, I'll move you back to where you should be then.
Yeah. Because
going to make that attack, so I'll roll that now. So I think that's a hit.
Yes, my AC is 12.
So it is going to need some damage.
Oh my god.
Holy
Now,
crap!
I don't know why that's applying it to Epicos all the time. It's because you're targeted as well. Right, I'm going to apply that, but then I'm going to bump you back up, Epicos.
Yeah, I just opened my character sheet. I was on 1 health.
Right, that's what I think.
Okay, and then Wide Eye, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you as well, please. DC 12.
Christ's sake. Isn't fair. Oh, we pass that at least.
Okay.
But equally, he's also going to take the dash action because I didn't disengage, so I could do that.
Okay, cool. Do you want to
15,
measure
20, 25. Yeah, there.
Okay, so yeah, Wide Eye kind of fleeing in terror from this thing, obviously still affected by that. You take a staggering hit to the back. It feels like somebody's just slammed a sledgehammer down on your spine. You grit your teeth and keep going though, pumping your legs and moving as quickly as you can. As you move out here, it seems that the aftershocks have kind of reverberated through the tomb as a whole. You can see, kind of sand is starting to seep in through a couple of cracks in here as well.
enter, because I always forget to do that. There we go.
Okay. Okay, Jacinto, he's kind of torn here. He's looking at the walls and, the potential mysteries that this may hold, but eventually common sense wins out. It's caving in! We need to go! And he is going to follow Wide Eye. And he is also going to dash. And that will be the end of his turn, so Elias,
Yes.
your turn to move, or act, or do as you please.
Well, I'm going to try and free up Epicos. Or I will also cast Hold Person.
Okay. So, Mummy's going to make that roll. Oh, no,
That's
that's
fucking
Jacinto.
shit.
Ignore
Oh
that.
yeah, we're sticking to
Get my good rolls out of the way.
Everyone hold your breath.
Hey!
Okay, fails.
Okay, so he's paralyzed.
Yep, let me make a note of that. Okay, so paralyzed, can't move or speak, automatically fails strength and dex saving throws, attack rolls against creature have advantage, and any attacker it hits is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet.
The
It gets
end of
decent,
each
that,
turn, it can make another wisdom saving throw.
Hmm.
Okay, and then I'm gonna yell to Epicos to grab the gemstone, and then I'm gonna start running for the exit. So. Is that right?
You're the last
Okay,
person
yep.
with a torch.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Right,
God.
Oh,
okay, I'll
no.
wait. I'll wait here at the door then, maybe.
Oh, God.
I mean, I can't move any further now, but
Okay, so the mummy is going to make that
Yes.
same throw again because it can't do anything else on its turn. And why am I
Hey.
fucking rolling Pascal again?
oh yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
That's going
It's
to
because
pass.
every time I flick someone to see, what their viewpoint is, it obviously rolls from their perspective. Let me try that.
I'm happy to count that as a failure if you are.
Well, it doesn't
Hey.
really make much difference.
Oh, nice.
It fails that too. So that is its turn. Lee May, your turn. You can see this is
Oh.
quite quickly going to shit, and your
God.
kind of, the last light is very quickly fading from this chamber as Jacinto and
Oh.
Elias make their way out.
Fuck me.
From your
What?
vantage point, you can see the glimmer of gold in the bottom of this smashed sarcophagi.
I know that Epicos has got that. However, Pascal, what's your speed?
Speedy-ish?
Speedy-ish.
35.
Okay, so more better than me. Okay, that's good then. I was just wondering if I could grab you and then run with you. Because I think I could pick
Dragging
you
a creature halves your speed anyway, so.
Oh, there's no point then.
Skedaddle.
Right. I'll run. Oh, what am I doing? Oh no, I want to move. There we go. Okay. Can I go?
Watch out, Crispy. Sorry, Zed.
Sorry. Oh yeah.
I'll
What?
sort out later.
You okay? Okay, I'll move. I don't really want to be standing on that thing. So, gonna. There we go. Okay. There. Sorry. And Is there anything for me to... No, actually, I'm not going to throw anything because he's paralyzed.
Paralyzed and prone, so it'd be a tricky
prone,
shot to
so
make.
Yeah, there's no point. God damn it. And that, I guess that's it.
Okay. So, Yinfu, yes, you can kind of see the light now starting to fade down the corridor. It seems that between people's combined efforts, this thing is, at the moment, down and less of a threat. By now, the kind of ceiling is pretty much compromised. Bigger and bigger lumps of rock are starting to fall, and cascades of sand are following after. It's already kind of obscuring a good chunk of the kind of a floor in this burial chamber. You're at risk of potentially getting bogged down.
I seem to be not on the combat tracker anymore.
How has that happened? Right, hold on. Let me give you a just flat number for the time being.
No way.
Oh, just put you at 17. Weird. Okay.
Weird.
Epicos, can you get away?
I should be able to.
Cool. Then I am hoofing it straight line towards the door. Literally, I suppose, in my case. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to use my action for a dash as well here, just to clear people out of the way.
You'll be able to move that, you probably will.
Yeah. And... yeah, that throws me there, I think.
Okay, so you very nimbly dash between your fleeing companions and kind of make sure that the ladies are indeed first.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Cool. I'm going to follow suit and just run away from this thing. Why will you not measure? 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, then dash 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Actually, no, I'm just going to go to like here.
Okay.
Maybe here. Because I can still see. I don't want to get too far ahead into the darkness.
Sure. So you kind of put a bit more distance. It seems the quake was less severe here. The damage is, still occurring, but at a bit of a slower rate at least. And you can see the tunnel that you came in from. Epicos.
Can I, as an action, try and pick up the big gem?
Yes, you can. So you kind of grab that and kind of whack that under your arm. In fact, let me give that to you because I have it as an item.
Ooh.
Ooh. The cursed gem of...
Cursed sticky gem of 0 movement speed.
You are ever encumbered.
So that was my action to pick it up, wasn't it? I am then going to just move over this way. Try and hop over the other tomb if I can.
Okay.
And that'll
Cool.
be me.
So, gem in tow, you put as much distance as you can between yourself and now this imminently collapsing tomb.
I have the gem! Everyone move!
Okay, cool. So, wide eye. You can roll that wisdom saving throw again if you like.
Come on, why not? Also, when we're talking about rolls, prone attack, shouldn't that have been at disadvantage?
So prone is an advantage if you're attacking in melee, and disadvantage if you're attacking in ranged.
Yeah, but if you're... Oh, I thought it was disadvantage on... But the creature has disadvantage on attack roll.
I'll have to double check that actually. One moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A prone creature's
Yes,
only
it
movement.
does.
is to
Yes,
crawl.
creature has disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So let me roll another one, just see if it would have gone through, just for fairness' sake.
Where it gets a nat 20.
That would have failed actually. So I suppose we should revert that damage for you. There you go.
Terrifying.
And
to
you
see
wouldn't
how
be,
much damage
yeah, you wouldn't be frightened either.
He'd be frightened because that's.
Yeah,
that's
that was
the-
the
A much
so
higher
passed
DC,
his-
yeah.
He passed his Constitution save.
Yeah,
before.
it was a different attack.
So I'm still absolutely
terrified.
hauling ass as fast as possible. So that's 30, 5, 40, 50, 55, 60. He's just absolutely...
Yep, fair enough. So you can
fucking
kind of see
flying.
now. You can see the lights coming through this, kind of open entrance tunnel, and the kind of fresh, although slightly warm breeze of the desert air is starting to hit your nostrils. Right. Okay. Cool. So Chikinto likewise is just going to haul ass as well. So he's going to do that all there, and then it'll be his turn. Okay, Elias.
Yeah, I'll start heading down the corridor, but I don't want to. Yes, I don't want to go too far to leave those two in the dark. Who else has got a torch? Is it Yinfu?
Lol,
Chikinto
no.
has one.
One of them
Oh.
had it.
Epicos, I
Jinfu.
think, had one.
I think
Epicos.
I had a torch last session, but seeing as I've since used my shield and my spear, I'm happy to say that I've stowed it since.
True.
Does it? Oh, yeah, okay. Does it automatically unequip it when we go into combat or something? Maybe.
Seems to have done.
It looks like it does, yeah.
Whereas I don't have a weapon in hand, so kind of works. I get to there. Yeah. I'll just end turn there.
Okay, so
Now, I don't
make
know-
it-
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know if I have to keep the mummy in range of sight
So we'll
for the concentration. I'm not really sure. It's not really specific. Yeah, I have to be able to see it to cast it, but it doesn't say I have to be able to see it to maintain concentration.
I think it would probably be a case of you definitely kind of break it, kind of going beyond the range of it, because it's a concentration spell, isn't it? So
It is the range is
60 feet. So okay, so
Yeah.
that's going to be considered broken now for the time being.
Okay.
Okay, so the mummy then is going to use half of its movement to stand up, which doesn't really leave it with all too much. However, it's a little bit distracted at the moment. Li Mei, you kind of see as this mummy just, desperately tries to scoop up some of this spilled water to its mouth, but you notice that the water seems to be kind of passing through its bandaged hands. The only thing it's managing to pull to its mouth is some of the sand from the caving-in roof. That's the end of its turn, so you're up.
Oh, let's hope he doesn't find the chalice. Right. Oh, run now. Can I get past?
Yeah, you
Epicos?
can get past
Yeah,
that, of course.
Cool. And then let's see how far. How far is that? Oh god. You know what? I'll just go with the green. I'll just keep running. Can I get past people in here?
Yeah, you can go, as long as you don't end your turn in that space, you can move through allies.
Oh, I'm just gonna haul it then. 60. No. There. Cool. Da.
Okay, cool. Well, for the sake of turn burning now and you're beyond this thing's range to really chase you, we'll kind of end the combat there. So you guys, kind of just put as much effort as you can into just, getting out of this collapsing tomb. And kind of, one by one, you emerge into the kind of blistering heat of the desert sun. Kind of apricots, you bring up the rear, and about 20 seconds after you're out, you can kind of hear the kind of telltale sign of kind of large rocks falling onto tiled surfaces, and the kind of tunnel behind you just closes up.
Is everyone out okay?
Yeah.
You kind of watch as Jacinto kind of stops to gather his breath a little bit. Oh my god, why did I take this job? You people are a walking nightmare. He kind of sits himself down in the sand. Do you have any idea the importance of what was in there for my work?
It's a good
I
job
could have
saved
answered
some
so
of it,
many
Ken.
questions.
And I'll pull out the big jam.
He kind of looks over it. It's a trinket. Doesn't give me any information.
Good, that means we can keep it.
What did you need?
He shrugs. Anything. Just more so I could understand what was once out here. What my people once were. Lost now. Like so much else in these bloody sands.
Sorry, just disappeared for a sec there.
Yeah. Which is funny because looks like Chikira's hopes and dreams have just disappeared for a lot longer.
I am keeping quiet. I am scooching out of the way, and I am saying nothing.
He shrugs and kind of shakes his head. But it's done now. I'll take you back to the wall via that oasis, as we planned. After that, we're done.
Well, there could be more buried tombs just waiting to be found.
Which is exactly why I'm not risking bringing you lot with me next time.
Yeah, fair enough.
That is completely fair, and we're sorry.
I did manage to get some information from one of the statues. Queen Priscilla? Does that mean anything to you?
He doesn't seem to visibly react to the name. It's the first I've heard of it. Would have been
Seemed
nice to
like-
have some context.
Well, she was a queen of this desert kingdom, and she was much loved and quite successful by the sounds of things. Brisanna, sorry, not Priscilla. It was a big statue of her, but it was kind of crumbled anyway. Yeah.
So, you're interrupted, Elias, by your familiar kind of flying back in overhead. It seems that your quarry has just left the main camp and appears to be heading on a kind of roughly southeastern heading.
Okay. So it would seem that our plan to ambush at the oasis might still be on?
You've definitely got a head start on them.
Let's get a move on then, shall we?
Yep.
Okay, so Chikinto leads you guys kind of on a bit of a winding trail back towards the oasis that you guys originally camped at on the outward journey. As the heat goes on throughout the day, though, you guys find yourselves getting very parched. Lee May, as you go to take a sip from your water skin, you put it to your lips, but very quickly spit it out as it appears to be now just dust in the flask.
Interesting. I've got 3 others, but that's interesting. I show everyone. So does that mean that the water wasn't actually... was it magical, maybe? I don't know.
That would explain why when she was trying to scoop it up, it was just falling through her hands like sand.
Is that why you needed the chalice, maybe?
Oh,
That's
we
why.
will never know.
I guess.
As long as she remains buried.
Epicos, you drank quite plentifully from it, didn't you?
I did.
You don't happen to feel like you've got a belly full of sand right now, do you?
I was trying not to think about it until you brought it up. Do I feel like I have a belly full of sand, Crispy?
You're not particularly familiar with that sensation, but your stomach has been rumbling a little bit.
Oh god.
I will let you know if unfortuitous things come to pass.
I mean, I don't think it would do you any harm. I don't think. Can I roll a medicine check?
Yes, please.
I can't
well-
imagine shitting out that much sand would be pleasant.
Yes, you suspect that in small enough doses it's unlikely to have any lasting effect. However, it will probably cause an amount of discomfort later on for Epicos. But
Wait, why is that come out as 1d20 -1 + 0 + 2? Where's that coming from?
Good question. Let's have a look at that.
The +2.
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
DC.
Yeah.
Proficiency minus your-
exactly. Ignore me.
minus your
I forgot I did pick it as a proficient skill. Even though my wisdom is a -1.
That makes sense to buff up something that's not as good.
Yeah, just mitigate some of your flaws.
That looks pretty cool that it does that for.
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, you kind of relay this to Epicos, but yeah, you don't think it'll cause any permanent damage to him.
Or your next trip into the bushes might be interesting.
I am dreading it already. Let us maybe leave this out of detail, yes?
And now that Elias has brought it up, he is genuinely curious about how the digestional workings of a centaur sort of go.
So much for pissing alone.
That's the scholar's life, you know.
Could you please stop looking at my hindquarters like that?
No. I'll sort of like I'll be reaching for my quill and parchment, and I'll just like pull my hands away from my bag, just like, yeah.
Can I check my water skin as well then?
You can, yes. No, you didn't actively fill yours, so water is just fine.
I'll pass to Lee May for her to drink from as well.
Thanks. I've got a couple of others, but I'll take a sip as a offer.
Okay, so you guys kind of stay hydrated as you march on through the desert. Now you get to a kind of reasonably sheltered bit underneath a dune. There are no kind of large rock formations here, unfortunately. So Jacinto kind of gets his kind of big kind of awning out again, and it makes a kind of a similar shelter to the ones you've rested in before. It'll be cold out here, but we can't risk any fires. He takes his shovel and starts to kind of dig down into the sand. But I don't think we'll have too much trouble. Might be worth somebody watching out, though. You never know.
If possible, I am going to request not me. I'm really quite tired after the day on the sands. It was much less stable this time than it was on the way to the camp.
I am happy to take first watch again. That was fine for me the other night.
Please keep an eye out for any dragons.
I can help. I can't promise good results.
I'll also help as well. Probably go second or third, depending.
Okay, cool. So you guys settle in for a night on the dunes. And sure enough, as the sun starts to drop, the temperature drops with it. The wind kind of blows sand from the crests kind of into the sides of your makeshift shelter. But by now you're pretty much covered in the stuff anyway, and it's not that much more uncomfortable than you already were. So you guys settle in for the night and its watches. Seems that Jacinto was on the money this time. The night passes pretty uneventfully. Morning comes, however, and with the sun, Jacinto is already up and packing away the shelter as most of you wake. Alright, probably about half a day from that oasis. If we get going now, we can be there plenty of time. Should give you enough time to prepare.
I'm guessing that was a long rest, Crispy.
Short rests. You're outside of civilization, so you only get the short, I'm afraid. So anybody wanting to roll hit dice, etc., now would be a time for that.
Cool.
But I don't think you've actually taken any damage, had you?
I will use.
I got
Oh no, I've already used my arcane recovery. Shit. Never mind.
We'll get Channel Divinity back, though. That's important.
Okay, cool. So, with all that in order, you guys kind of set off for the day. And it passes much akin to the day before. Lots and lots of very undistinct terrain ahead of you. The dunes all kind of start to merge into one after a while. But Jacinto is accurate. You guys managed to get to the oasis just as the kind of sun is at its zenith, and you're able to take a very welcome break under the kind of shade of some of the trees, and you're obviously able to top up on your water skins. Yinfu, you can see the kind of now desiccated corpse of this cloaker still kind of remains where you guys left it the first time. Obviously, by now the sun has baked away a good chunk of it. It's quite withered and skeletal.
Eesh.
Tempted to do the guy thing and like maybe take some samples from it, but I don't know.
I was
what
gonna
I'd do.
say I kind of want to have a closer look at it, but I don't really know what I would do with it, and it just feels a little bit macabre.
So, Chikinto reckons you've probably got with Ilias arrives at this oasis if they're taking this route. So you've got time to prepare.
I'll keep sort of sending the hawk out to sort of fly sort of, well, if they're heading southeast towards us, I guess fly northwest and see if it can keep spotting them and if they're still heading in this direction.
Sure, so you kind of keep sending it out and back, and it seems that they're heading on a kind of path which bounds between a few desert oases. And this would be the logical next stop for them.
Have you got the oasis map that we could take a look at?
I do, one moment.
See if we can set up some ambush kind of points.
Yeah, one moment. Let me get your tokens out so you can actually see the thing. There we go.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, you guys obviously are familiar roughly with terrain. There might potentially be some use for some of the terrain around you. You've got a few rocky outcrops. The trees would offer a little bit, although not too much. And then you do have the kind of cliff face above. So that's kind of like the terrain you're dealing with at the minute.
From the ground in the bottom of the oasis, how much can you see, like this top section of cliffs? Like
Not
if you were
too
sat
much.
reasonably
It's,
far back, would it be a good hiding place?
If you were sat immediately under it, you probably wouldn't spot anyone on top. If you were sat opposite the oasis, you'd kind of have a better chance. But like if you kind of stayed low and didn't silhouette yourselves up there, it'd probably be tricky for them to spot you, especially if they weren't actively looking.
And how high up is the cliff face?
About 30 feet, you'd reckon, give or take.
Oh, nice.
Is there room to hide behind this rock under the trees? Would that offer a fair amount of sort of...
Yeah, if you were to keep low, that would offer some
Yeah.
decent cover, especially in the dark.
Which direction are they coming from as well?
So they would be coming from kind of the top left corner.
Okay, cool. Sorry, brain fart completely. I just could not picture that in this space.
Yeah, for unless otherwise stated, I tend to operate like upwards on the map is due north for when it's relevant, which isn't actually very often, but in this case it would be. Just keeps it nice and simple that way.
It does rely on Pascal knowing her east and west, though.
That is not my problem. Yeah, as we've worked out, Pascal is very much a you guys problem in this campaign.
Thank God it's not.
Deal with that as you will.
Cool. I think is the plan just sort of generally hide and then boo, jump out at them and smack them over the head.
It's usually how an ambush works.
Yeah, we don't have I don't think I have anything on my person for anything more sophisticated than that. I could attempt singing to them, but I don't think that's gonna help.
Oh. Did my hawk get a count of how many people are traveling with them?
Yes, so you can tell that there are 4 kind of bodyguards kind of travelling with Emily at this point.
And they're traveling on camels.
So it seems actually that they're all travelling on foot, although you can see some of the orcs are kind of packing fairly large kind of sacks with them.
Also, his bodyguards are orcs.
They are, yes, as are most of the tribesmen.
No, I was just making sure it wasn't of like a different. It wasn't all like
no,
half
it seems to be a contingent of Lagvug's man.
Okay.
Crispy? This one here. Oh,
Yep.
cool. Gonna lay down over here then.
I think I'll climb up onto that ridge, maybe.
Okay.
Is there a safe way of doing that I don't have to?
There would be at some point.
Yeah,
You've got
okay.
a lot of time to find one.
Oh, I've got the fucking measurement.
That's right, I'll do it. Okay.
So, yeah, I'll lay down and just kind of stay flat.
Sure. So for this one, Jacinto is going to make himself scarce, so it's just going to be you guys. He's had enough of your shenanigans, doesn't want to get dragged into any more until he absolutely has to.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's
Don't
fair.
blame the guy.
No.
So if everybody else would like to take up your
Yeah.
desired
Can I
positions,
ask
and
about
we'll just
the cloaker? The cloaker's blood, is it like blood or is it different coloured?
it was kind of like a purpley ichor, if you can remember.
Okay.
That's kind of soaked a little bit into the sand, but a lot of it's kind of even evaporated or dissipated since you've last here.
I think I might try this plan anyway. It's around this big rock, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie like right next to it and play dead, so I'm like slightly in view.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm staying.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna have you just noted as being prone.
Oh yeah, I'll okay, nice.
Yeah, and I'm just
and in
crouched
fact,
down
actually,
next to
anybody who is trying to crouch to gain a bit of stealth, if you'd set yourselves to prone as well, please, just so that we're aware of what you're trying to do.
This rock in the bottom left, well, you need to crouch behind it.
A guy of your stature, probably yes.
Actually, that's a fair point. I'm pretty fucking short. Would I need to crouch behind these rocks to be hidden?
How high are you?
Like barely 5 foot, I think. 4'10".
4'10", you'd get away with that. Epicos, on the other hand, definitely not.
Yeah, I'm like 6'8".
Would I be prone? Crispy, I'm like 5'9".
You'd just be over the requirements, I'm afraid, Zed. It's only about 5 foot elevation, that rock.
Oh, cool. Okay, no worries. I'll go prone.
So, just getting yourselves ready for that.
So, how much time do we have?
So they're looking to get here probably, it's sundown, just before, just after, sometime around then.
Okay, so
I'm not gonna lie, this whole
if
time.
I took up my, so what? Would you say we've got like a couple of hours?
Yeah, you've got a couple of hours. From what
I'm
Elias
going
is
to take
familiar
out
with.
my axe and dig a ditch while I've got time.
Okay, so why did I start entrenching himself behind the rock?
Actually, seeing that, Zuan's going to sort of not completely bury himself, but put some sand over, so it looks like I've been there a bit longer.
Okay, cool. So you,
I'll dig a little ditch around that rock so I can.
Gonna
I'll
enjoy
help my dog.
watching
be a
this.
bit stealthier, and so it doesn't hurt you.
Okay, I'm gonna find some reeds, make a breathing apparatus, and I'm gonna submerge myself into the oasis, and then I'm gonna wait and then spring out when they appear. We've got enough time to do that?
Yeah, you'd have time for that if you wanted to. If that's the route you wanted to go down.
I wish I had, but no. Since I'm up here, I think I'll stay there.
Oh, you know what though?
Oh.
That sounds like a very piratey thing to do. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Lee May, you find yourself a particularly thick bit of reed, snap it off, and lie yourself down. And in fact, can I on your?
Oh,
Yep, I
God.
can. So you are, for the time being, until you choose to reveal yourself, invisible.
Oh hell yeah!
Amazing.
Yinfu, I am still mighty tired. Now that I am lying down, wake me up when they appear, and I am gonna have a little bit of a nap.
Okay, cool. So you'll have just enough time there that I'll get rid of that life exhaustion.
Do
Oh,
I still need to be prone? I'm guessing yes.
Oh, actually, no. Sorry, it's not a short rest. Is it? It's a full long rest you need.
yeah,
It is, yeah.
getting rid of exhaustion is hefty.
Yes. Okay. So in which case, it will be flavorful
Yeah,
and in character, however, not actually mechanically beneficial to you. But
A-okay with me.
Yinfu promises to wake you up when the action looks like it's about to start.
Yeah, after my last fuck up, I am on high alert.
Okay.
Are
So
there any coconuts in these trees?
unfortunately, they are not coconut trees.
Okay. Just checking.
Oh my god.
I was just going to have a snack while we waited.
Oh my god.
I thought you had a plan, not just have a snack.
Well, first
His
my plan.
plan was have a snack.
True.
Well, first my plan was I was going to have Mage Hand just like hot, like levitate in the air and then drop a coconut on one of them, but the range isn't big enough.
Okay. So you guys
And then
get
I thought
yourselves,
instead of that, I could have a snack.
get yourselves ready as best you can. Lee May, you're lovely and cool in the shallow waters of this pool. The rest of you suffer in the sun. Epicos and Yinfu, you have the trees a little bit, which helps, but this obviously kind of gets a little less punishing as the day goes on. So you guys keep waiting, and the sun starts to set.
Ooh.
Ooh.
However, you kind of see first signs of movement coming through.
Oh yeah, we didn't really figure out a signal, did we?
Oh bollocks. Blow some bubbles.
Oh, whoopsies.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsies.
Okay, so the group kind of arrive at the the edge of the oasis. One of the orcs, goes to refill his water skin. He is going to roll when I can find it.
Oh.
A perception.
Oh! Can I roll something against that?
Roll me a stealth, please.
Okay. I feel like this isn't going to go very well, guys. Oh, where's my stealth? Oh no, my stealth isn't going great. Oh no.
No.
Oh, no.
The orc hesitates at the edge of the pool. He thinks he's seen some movement, but he's not 100% sure. He takes a javelin
Oh
from
god.
his back, and he hurls it towards where he thought he saw something.
As we see him lift up the javelin, I think I'm gonna run out because I'm assuming I've probably got probably one of the better vantage points, given that I'm not prone.
Yep. So you kind of see the orc readying the javelin.
And I am gonna run directly at him, screeching
And then
like a possessed animal. And I'm gonna hope that's enough of a signal for everybody else to go, we need to move.
Okay, cool. So, Yinfu, you run out wailing. York kind of lowers his javelin for a moment.
I'm gonna try
And he
run away.
is kind of like, confused as all fuck as to what's going on here.
With him
But
distracted.
they immediately take up a fighting stance, so any chance of surprise you may have had is now lost. Chris, can you please roll me a perception, please?
If you wake up.
Oh, he woke up because Yinfu's just screaming.
Don't worry, guys. I'm still exhausted. This is a disadvantage.
Oh.
Because you're a heavy sleeper. Usually it's quite a good thing. Not on this occasion.
Oh no!
Uh,
I'm used to sleeping around a lot of loud bodies.
so let's everybody roll initiative, please, and we'll get this on the go.
Well then.
Bear with me a second. I'm just downstairs and I can.
Hold on. Why are
back
they?
up.
They all.
Oh my.
Oh, no, they're not all rolling 21. 2 of them just happen to. That's weird.
Here goes.
Oh my god.
Oh, 21 as well.
I think the fact that you can't see a dice roll in this means that if you see two numbers that are exactly the same one after another, I'm just inherently more suspicious about it.
I know,
than-
yeah. It's like that could easily happen on Tabletop Sim, but you just,
Yeah, you wouldn't think twice about it.
Who's the non-player character?
That's whatever his name is.
Oh,
Imlias.
why is that
Imlias.
not names?
Hold
Hold on, let me add that.
Oh, that didn't meet Imlias.
No, she didn't, did she?
He's a
He's-
trader who's trading with the people here. He's the one taking stuff into the realm.
Ah, yes, okay. Yes, I think you're
Let
right.
me quickly, because I can
Sorry,
do
I read
it here.
stuff.
It may not do it permanently, but it'll just be handy for this particular one.
And he's part of the fleet of fog.
Okay.
A fellow pirate.
Now, if you heard you say that, I'd take great offence at that.
Do I recognise? Or I can't
You're
see him
underwater.
Oh, you can't see shit. The only thing you can see are the underside of a few lily pads.
I'm like, ooh, pretty.
In fact, you would have probably been blissfully unaware of
Of the javelin.
that was about
yeah.
to.
Did you even hear the scream?
Roll me a perception, please, Lin May.
Oh, why did you have to say that?
It's funny.
Oh no. Where's my perception? There.
Let's have a look, shall we? Okay, Lee May, you can't really see much now in the A, being underwater, and B, with the fading light.
Fuck.
Oh no. Oh god.
Okay, so in that case,
Where's Jacinto, actually?
Jacinto's not part of this combat through a very
He fucked
deliberate
off.
choice of his.
Yeah.
He's left our stupid asses.
Smart. He's the smartest person in this campaign.
Mm.
Right, okay, so the wailing kind of immediately triggers a pretty switched on response from some of these orcs. They, kind of fan out a little bit. And he is going to attack you, Yinfu, with his javelin. So he's going to make a roll with that. That hits. Why am I? It's targeting you. Why is it targeting you? That's because the other orc was. Never mind. So I'm just going to manually do that for you, Yinfu. One moment. So the javelin strikes you pretty solidly in the lower abdomen. It goes in a pretty decent way. The pain kind of starts to shoot through your body and kind of cuts your wailing abruptly short. But it's his turn, however. the next orc is also going to kind of move. He's going to take a different approach.
I can't believe how well they all rolled. Apart
And
from
he
the
is-
one who got a 2.
He sees either one kind of lying there. He's going to roll a perception to see how well you've camouflaged, or how he interprets your camouflage. Okay, he sees you, but notices you more as a passing curiosity of, look, this guy's been killed by a cloaker, it seems. And as such, he's not going to attack you. He is also going to throw a javelin at Yinfu.
Yeah.
Oh god. Pascal.
Ooh,
Oh,
that is a
dear.
crit.
I think
Oh
my
my
next
God.
character will maybe be a fighter, perhaps.
Can you make like a ranger, someone who doesn't charge in to
Yeah,
places?
that would be a good
Well,
idea.
let's do it anyway.
He actually rolled lower damage from the last one.
Oh.
You'll be pleased to know, but
Thank God.
maybe not
Do you not
pleased.
have powerful crit on? You
It
get
just
max dice on one and then roll for the second.
no, it just gives you 2 lots of the damage dice.
It's something you can choose to turn on if you want.
Yeah, well,
At the moment, I'm
takes a
really
little
fucking
bit.
glad it isn't turned on. Just to clarify.
I mean, I can give you an extra 3 damage if you like, or extra 5 if you prefer.
No. This is perfect. Absolutely bob on. Just what I was wanting.
Right,
Okay.
so that is his turn as well. He's a lit. There, you can see they're kind of on edge a little bit, as they're very surprised that you would have just run screaming out here without much of a plan. But
yeah. I
seeing
don't
as you're
think we're alone in
evidently
that.
insane, you may just have been in the desert for a while and are dehydrated to madness, so they're not 100% sure what's going on. Wait, hold on, I haven't actually begun combat. Let's do this properly, shall we? Okay, it's one, your turn.
Right. When we were setting up, I would have heard Epicos saying about the fact he's sleeping and wake him up.
Yeah,
So I've got line of sight on him.
you do. He is very much asleep.
I can see that he's asleep. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stand up, which is half my movement, obviously. Where are we? So there we go. And then I'm going to move. So that's the normal movement. And I can bonus action dash over to him. 10, 20, 30 there. So I'm nicely behind the rocks. And I'm just going to give him a solid nudge to the side to try and wake him up.
Okay, Epicos. Now you're much better at reacting to physical stimuli rather than audible ones, so this wakes you up, no problem.
What?
Epicos, you're needed.
Oh,
Quick. And that's my turn.
Okay, so Imlius stumbles forward a little bit to kind of assess what's going on. Now, obviously, he's only kind of seen Yinfu clearly, and he thinks he may have seen some movement behind us. But he's not 100% sure what's going on. You see him kind of fumbling in his bag, Yinfu, and he pulls out what appears to be a large staff of some sort. He kind of readies it and, kind of...
Does it look like the spell glaives that we've just seen?
It does, in fact, look like a spellglaive that you've just seen. But he doesn't do anything with it yet. He kind of just yells to the orc next to him, "You are protecting me!" And that is his turn for now. The other orc, he is now obviously forgetting the movement that he thought he saw in the pond in the face of the more immediate danger. So he's going to do that. And I believe he has the aggressive feature as a bonus action. He can move up to its speed towards a hostile creature, so that is exactly what he is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Charging towards you, Infu, and he is going to use his great axe to try and cleave you.
In twain.
Or however many pieces he deems fit.
Hmm.
However, you kind of already stumbling back from the blows of these javelins, kind of slip a little bit, and then the axe kind of passes through where you previously were. Now he's close enough now that he can kind of just about see you, Zwan, just kind of around the edge of that rock there. There's more of them! And that's the end of his go.
Okay. I am going to, I guess, stand up into like a low crouch.
Okay.
That'll be half my movement.
Half your movement. Get rid of the prone.
I'm still sort of trying to stay unseen, but in any case, I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to target this orc up next to Imlius, and I'm going to cast Crown of Madness. So it's a
Okay.
DC 14 Wisdom save.
So, go to that orc. Okay, so he fails that.
Oh, yes. So a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on his head, and a madness glows in his eyes. He must use his action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you manually choose. Okay, so I guess it doesn't quite work if he's not in melee range. Is that how I'm reading it? I don't know.
Yeah, it can act normally on its turn if there's no creature within its reach.
Okay. And it has to be a melee attack. God damn it, it has to be a melee attack. I guess I didn't read it all the way through.
Bob makes plans in my campaign.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess he is still charmed, technically.
This is true. So it can't attack you.
No. Okay, that's fine. And then I will. So, where this orc is stood,
Mm-hmm.
is that like a little cliff into the water, or is it just like a?
That's
soft-
just kind of like, the as
Yeah.
the pond kind of descends
Okay.
into its depths.
Well, then I will attempt a telekinetic shove on him.
Okay.
So it's a DC 14 strength save.
He fails that.
So I shove him towards the water.
Okay,
yeah,
you
yeah.
catch him off balance and he kind of falls into that, and because he's going into water, I'll knock him prone. So he's going in there with a splash. Lee May, this obviously alerts you to the fact that there is something happening up above. So you can't clock on quite quickly that there is a fight happening.
Oh, good. Finally.
No, I want to get rid of the prone. Why does it keep it in the temporary effects? Oh, there we go. Right click it. That's how you remove it. Never mind. Yeah, that'll. Oh shit. My hawk. Can we throw that into the initiative order? Forgot all about him. I'll have him.
In fact, I'm not going to put him in the combat just so you can kind of move it more freely at that point.
Okay, fair enough. I'll fly him over to this guy down here. Oh, no, because I've got the ruler selected. And he's just gonna harass this guy and give whoever attacks him next advantage with the help action.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Right, Lee May, your turn. So you've just had this orc kind of splash down into the pond a little bit away from you. It doesn't. He's aware of your existence just yet.
Okay, so would you say I would have advantage if I attack him?
Yes, you would.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to move and attack him.
Okay, so
Eh.
roll that with advantage, please.
Oh my god, Lee May's in the pond.
Oh my god! Does that hit?
That does in fact hit.
Thank god.
Okay, so you kind of stab him with the tip of your sword there as he's down. You can't see him obviously react in surprise and pain. Obviously, you're all underwater, so there's just like a kind of stream of bubbles and a few kind of muffled yells as he kind of involuntarily exhales a little bit.
He's just fell into an oasis, and then some fucking creatures just stabbed him inside. I'd be a bit scared.
And she's like dripping with lily pads right now. Still got the reed in her mouth.
Like the long hair, just like making it look like fucking the girl out of The Ring or something.
Oh, God. And I'm also going to. Can I see? I guess I can't see Epikos from here at all.
No, you
No.
guys are kind of still underwater at this point.
Oh, we're still underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, cool. I'll end my turn.
You still got your read, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, Epicos, your turn.
No.
Oh, wait, hold on. Why am I missing you in that order? Yep, there you are. Sorry, Yinfu, your turn.
Cool. I am going to attempt to punch the orc that's in front of me, I guess.
Okay,
Do I get advantage of this because of
you will.
the hawk? Cool. Oh!
Is a hit.
Nice. Cool. I think that is it for my turn. I don't really want to try and move away.
Okay, cool. Now, Epicos, it's your turn.
I'm going to kind of blearily eyed stand up. Or try to. Oh, yeah. I think I can still get him. Yep, just about. Run over to the orc and try and stab him with spear.
Is a hit.
Damn.
Nice, Chris.
13 damage.
You targeted Lee Bay with that.
Oh,
Ow.
yeah.
Please no!
I'll do that manually, don't worry.
That's some range on that spear.
Oh, I've got to target mine as well. Sorry, Crispy.
That's alright.
Completely forget.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of come out of cover here and kind of manage to get a good kind of blow into this orc as he's kind of bearing down on Yinfu before he can really bring his weapon up to protect himself.
And with my bonus action, I think I'm going to use my. I'll try to. Channel Divinity, Harness Divine Power. So use my use of Channel Divinity to give me back a spell slot.
Okay.
Level which can be no higher than half your proficiency. I have level 1 spells, so I got back a level 1 spell slot. And that's me done.
Okay, cool. Wide-Eye, your turn.
Well, hearing everything that's going on, probably be a good idea to have a look and see.
Okay, so you get out of your trench and scramble up a rock in front of you.
Yeah.
You can kind of get
Run
a
up.
brief overview of what's happening.
And see that gentleman is the closest one to me. That's just... Yeah, that's just enough. So yeah, Wide Eye will run in. And this time he is going to rage, actually. I can assume that, does it? It still doesn't put it on. Oh well, I'll pop it anyway.
There you go.
Yeah, so he's going to rage. Coming towards this orc. Just under the assumption that we're just going all in.
Yep.
And you know what? He'll do a reckless as well.
Sure. So roll it up for me.
Now let's see if it actually targets it. No, probably not. Oh, there we go.
There you go. So I'll do
Possibly.
it for you.
Wonderful. Right. So I'll make an attack.
So you, so you kind of charge in here, Wide Eye, but you kind of whiff it. Really, your kind of raging form coming down gives the orc time to, kind of adopt a defensive stance. And as you kind of, bring your own weapon down, he raises his to meet it. There's kind of like a clang of metal and a few sparks as the blades connect. But he kind of brushes the force of your blow aside quite easily.
Wonderful. Wow. Fuck all else he can do, so yeah, that'll be end of turn.
Okay. So finally, this orc. Now he is not within melee range of anybody at this point, so he is going to then move, using his bonus action, an aggressive feat, to come in and assist his comrade here. Obviously, reckless attacked there, so he's going to attack you with advantage. That is going to be a hit.
God for resistance.
Why is that targeting all of you? Okay, 3 damage. I'll just do it manually. Okay, so it's not the biggest blow, Wide Eye. In fact, it's not really that damaging to you. It's a nick, really, more than anything else. But obviously now you find yourself on the receiving end of the attention of these 2 orcs. That's the end of his turn. So orc number 1 is now...
Can technically make another wisdom saving throw at the end of his
Oh,
turn.
is it the end of his turn? Right, okay, I'll roll that now. When I can find it. There we go. He's failed that one as well, so the effect still stands. So now the orc in the pond, he's going to essentially stand up, but he's still technically underwater here. But he's going to kind of turn towards you, Li Mei, and he's going to, try and get some revenge on you. So the combat is clumsy under the water, but quite brutal. But
Does not hit.
between the surprise and his general ineptitude at fighting underwater, the great axe is largely ineffective, and you manage to kind of parry it with pretty simple maneuvers of your own.
I get to being a pirate. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. The other orc here is going to attack Wide Eye. This one hits. That should have been advantage, actually. I'll roll again just to see if he crits. He doesn't, but we'll go with the original hit, so damage on that. Why is that still target? I hate this because they're all technically called Orc. Any target I set for one, it just appears to target for all. Right, okay. I'll just again manually do that.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
sometimes their health as well can be shared.
Yeah,
depending on
thankfully
who's
these
out.
guys seem to have independent health pools, which is
Okay,
quite good.
that's good. It's one that I've not figured out. I tend to just number them and make different character sheets for all of them, which is a bit messy, but it functions.
Yeah, sure. All right, so that is the end of his turn. So Zwan, it's up to you now.
Nice. So I'm going to use my bonus action hide.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to apply it because I'm going to shoot straight away, which will remove the hide.
Yep.
But just doing it for advantage. So this one just north of Wide Eye, I'm shooting at him. He's within 80 feet, which is my normal range. So
It is, however, this is dim light, so you may struggle with the darkness. We'll have to check on that. Bear with me one moment. Creatures have disadvantage on wisdom, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, just kind of diving into rules as written here.
yeah, no worries.
Okay, so dim light, there's no effect on attack rolls. It is just disadvantage on perception.
Okay.
It's total darkness where it would start to affect it, so you're fine to just roll that as usual.
Yeah, great. Yes, so I will use my short bow. And that's with advantage. And that's an 18.
Yep, so you kind of fire this arrow and you manage to kind of hit the orc just in the kind of the neck,
Yep.
a little bit just above his collarbone.
And unsurprisingly, because I had advantage, I can use my sneak attack.
Yep.
So I'm going to add 2d6. So 15 total damage.
Okay, so the kind of shock of the arrow staggers the orc back a little bit. His hand kind of instinctively kind of goes up to it, he tears it out, but you can kind of see a kind of deep crimson splash follow this, and the sands get painted with his blood.
Yep, and now Epikos has moved from the spot where I really wanted to be, which is a bit more hidden. I'm going to move to where he was and end my turn there.
Okay. So Imlius is going to move forward a touch. He is then going to lower his spellglaive, and he is going to use it to cast. Come on, I gave him this. Why doesn't he have it? Why is that not saved? Okay, bear with me one moment. Just need to make a few alterations to this. There we go. Right, just quite a few little boxes that need to be amended for this one. Problem with homebrewing, it does take a little bit of time. Okay, so he lowers Spellglaive and he casts Fireball.
Oh dear.
Dear. Dear.
So I'm going to need Epikos, Yinfu, and Zwan to roll me a DC 15 Dex saving throw, please.
No.
That is a crit from Yinfu, so I'm going to say, as is customary, you will take no damage from this.
Thank you very much. That is a relief.
Epikos, that is a fail.
Wait, oh, saving for here it is. I can't find it. Dex and
You can just click on the fireball that is Crispy's cast, I think.
oh, yeah, I'm gonna do that instead. Oh, wait.
Okay, so let's roll some damage.
Oh.
Why is that targeting wide? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so 26 damage first for both of you.
Holy shit.
Is fireball half on a?
It is,
It
yeah.
is. Yeah. So I take.
Half on success, so
Yeah.
in that case, only 13 for yourself.
I,
Get
however,
yourself evasion.
am going straight back to sleep.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Okay, so a ball of flame kind of erupts from the end of his staff and kind of streaks over towards here, impacting high up in one of these trees. You kind of throw yourself to the deck, and you kind of get the back of your cloak starts to burn a little bit, and some of your exposed flesh is scorched by the flash. Epikos, however, you're not quite so lucky. You're already engaged in this orc. You can't take the full force of the blow to your back, and that just kind of knocks you straight down into the dirt. The concussion just laying you out cold. Yinfu, the rock formation, thankfully shields you from the worst of the blast. But that is Imlius's turn. And the orc, surprised by this, but you got to use it fully to his advantage, is now going to use his great axe to attack you. However, you seem to be charmed tonight, and his axe misses you narrowly.
Is this the orc attacking me?
It was the one who was attacking you, yeah. But no, it's attacking Yinfu at this point.
About to say, I am unconscious. That would have been confirmed.
Yes, that would have been a hit, but he's focusing on the still active threat at this point. But he's missed it. So, Elias, you kind of watch. Obviously, you're familiar with fireballs. You're familiar with spellglaives. He probably hasn't got too many of those left in him. But obviously, you've kind of seen the effect it has, and now this small patch of trees is kind of ablaze. There, you can kind of see Epikos sprawled out in the sand.
Yeah. Shit. Is there a way? Is this like a sheer cliff?
Yeah, you'd be able to descend it relatively quickly with a successful athletics or acrobatics.
Would you call that would it be an action to do so?
It would be. It's a 30-foot cliff. It's going to take some time.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Well, I'm not going to do that because it takes my full action to maintain concentration on Crown of Madness. So I'm not going to do that. Okay. I'm going to maintain the hawk, sort of harassing this guy here. And yeah, basically that's it. I'm just going to maintain Crown of Madness and that.
Okay, cool. So, Li Mei, you are obviously kind of unaware of what's happening outside the pond, but you are locked in a fairly brutal combat here with this orc, who by now, actually, I'm going to turn to face you because he would definitely be aware of your presence.
Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do. Will I be able to? That's stupid. So I'm using a trackpad because my mouse just died. I'm going to attempt to grapple him and try and drown him in the pond.
Yeah, sure. In which case, I'm going to need you to roll an attack, please.
Would you like me to roll attack or athletics?
Hold on. I read this every bloody session. I forget it every time.
I can't.
So in place of the attack, blah blah blah. The pose check happens. Yep. So you will be athletics for that one.
Athletics.
They will also be using their athletics.
Okay. Oh god. Oh, for fuck's sake. Great.
Okay, so you try and kind of grip this orc, but he's pretty strong himself, so you don't have all too much luck. You can't just have a fairly indecisive little kerfuffle, obviously underwater.
Okay. I will action surge and go to greatsword him.
Okay.
Oh my god. My rolls are so bad today.
Alright, so you kind of thrust at him again, but by now you guys are pretty close, and your greatsword's a big weapon. You kind of plank it against the side of his armor, but it doesn't penetrate at that kind of range.
Damn it. I tried.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on trying to wail on this orc in front of me because I don't really want to try and help Epicos with him right there. Let's reselect him. Are we still getting a help action available because of the hawk?
Yes, the hawk is still there.
Nice. I'm assuming that hits.
That does.
Cool.
Okay, so you hit him again, knocks it back a little.
And that's going to be my turn.
Alright, Epicos, death saving throw, please.
Time to click the big skull button. No.
So usually how we do this, Epicos, is every death saving roll that you go through, a core memory flashes through your eyes. Would you like to share one with the party?
It's when Epicos was young. It's pre-slavery. Before he was captured. He's out hunting with his father. They're sort of out herding, out like guiding the herd that the tribe managed. And although he was quite small and not able to be much help, it was just nice sort of spending time with his dad out at work.
Okay, so Epicos, as you feel your lifeblood kind of, oozing out of the burns on your back, this is the memory that kind of flashes up first for you. Wide Eye, your turn. So now, obviously, this second orc has kind of started to tip the scales a little bit, but you're still reasonably confident in your abilities.
Mute. So obviously you would have seen the fireball hit fly past. At a quick glance, how do things look over there to Wide Eye?
Not great. You can see Epicos is kind of down and out, and Yinfu seems to be bleeding heavily. She's still got, the shafts of 2 javelins kind of sticking out from various points. This orc is, bearing down on her.
Okay. Right. Yeah, so I think Wide Eye's gonna, obviously, these two are attacking him. It looks like everything's going to shit over there. You can see Epicos is down. And like, he's gonna grip onto his axe really hard. And he's gonna say to himself, "No, I control my rage. It doesn't control me." And as he's saying that, everyone on the battlefield will hear a roar of a bear as Wide Eye is going to shift forms to become a shifting werebear.
Yes.
Okay, so Wide Eye, as this transformation kind of takes hold, you kind of skin tears in places to be, kind of replaced by fur. It's quite a horrifying, quite visceral transformation, really. And the orcs you're engaging kind of almost stunned into kind of inaction as this kind of takes place. You can see kind of like horror in their eyes for a split second before they kind of regain their composure.
And as that's a bonus action, immediately, like, bloodlust is through the roof, rage-filled eyes. He's just gonna reckless straight away attack the orc right in front of him. This one, I still targeted on it. I think so. Uh, 15.
15 won't do it, I'm afraid. So the orc staggers backwards, shocked, but his warrior instinct keeps him alert. He manages to kind of block the blow you throw at him. Only just, but enough to kind of keep him from harm, at least for the time being.
All right. Okay. Well, that's Wide Eye's turn.
Okay, cool. So the orc here, now he is under Crown of Madness, so Cal, I'm guessing you're probably not going to want him to attack Wide Eye at this point.
No. So he's gonna just, well, I guess after seeing this, he's truly gone mad and just swings at his friend.
Okay. Unfortunately, he's already defending against Wide Eye, so he's got his guard up. Although the blow is unexpected, his instincts, his reactions are pretty sharp. He manages to kind of sidestep this unexpected blow of a great axe. The orc that kind of threw the blow looks just as confused for a moment, but all right. So the orc that is kind of still underwater. He is actually going to have the same idea, Lee May. He is going to try and grapple you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So 13 is the score to beat on your athletics, please.
Oh, sorry. He can make another save as well, this guy.
At
Right, there we
the
go.
end of his... Or at the start.
At the end.
Okay, so that's... I'll roll that now. Just find the entry in the chat log.
I can repost it if you want.
That's alright, I found it. There we go. Okay, so he passes that, so that no longer is in effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Lee May, this orc, he kind of clumsily grabs at you, but you're obviously quite proficient at swimming, so you manage to kind of get out of his way well before his hand would grip you. And you two kind of maintain this ineffectual dance of what is, well, supposed to be underwater combat, but right now just looks like splashing around.
Are we synchronized?
Not in the slightest. Okay,
Just
that's the
bad
end of his
example.
turn. So, this orc over here, he's actually going to shift himself around away from his treacherous ally. But he's going to kind of keep his stance towards you, Wide-Eye, and he's going to attack. And remind me, did you reckless last time?
Did reckless. However, here comes the fun part. While shifted, no creature within 30 feet can do an advantage on an attack.
Alright, in which case it'll just be a normal roll. He rolls pretty well anyway.
That's a pretty good pairing, that.
Oh, shit, I also forgot I get temporary hit points, which it didn't seem to add. I thought it would have. 2 times your proficiency bonus, so I'll just add that.
Okay, do you want to add those in?
Because you're about to lose them.
Okay, so let me roll damage on that. So only these guys are not rolling very well. Even with resistance, they're not rolling very well against you.
Some of them are rolling pretty well.
No, yeah. It's,
I'd say some of them are definitely rolling well enough.
just tank things, I guess.
Just fireball things.
So bad today.
Okay, so Wide-Eye, that combat continues, and largely these wounds don't bother you that much. Alright, Juan, your turn.
Right. Seeing as Epikos is down, I want to sort of assist with this orc now. But this time I'm not going to hide first. I'm just going to shoot my short bow at him.
Okay.
Which misses. No problem.
Okay, so careful not to hit Yinfu. You can't aim a little bit further away than you usually would, and this just causes it to miss by a few centimeters.
And then I'm going to use my movement 40 feet to go behind this tree.
Okay.
So I'm not in range of another sort of... I'm not too close to these guys to make an easy target. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide behind the tree.
Okay, sure.
And that's my turn.
Alright, so Imlius is up. And I just need to check some of his spells. Okay, Imlius kind of sees this transformation over here. He's not liking that. Not liking that at all. So he's going to do, if I can just... Oh, I need to edit that one as well. Bear with me one moment. I did do this before the session, but it hasn't really saved, which I'm not that happy about. So he's going to move forward slightly, although not too close, and he is going to cast Burning Hands. So that is going to be a 15-foot cone.
Really doesn't care about his bodyguards, does he?
I think he can just about do it where it wouldn't hit them. So
Holy
I'm
crap.
going to need a DC 15 dex save from you, Vajos, please.
Don't, and with danger sense.
You'll see it coming, yeah, so you get your advantage.
Awesome. Let's see if that comes in handy at all. Dexterity. Saving throw advantage. 18.
Okay, cool. So you're only going to take the half damage.
And technically half of that, so.
So, no, because it doesn't count against fire. It's just physical damage.
It's no, Spirit of the Bear is resistance to all except psychic damage.
Oh, okay. In which case, yeah, that's not going to be too much. Okay, so this kind of stream of flame kind of engulfs you, but you manage to kind of turn away from the worst of it, and then your kind of thick hide doesn't really, feel it as badly. The smell of burnt fur is pretty horrendous, but that's about the extent of this damage. And seeing that obviously that's had should be much less than the desired effect, Emilius is actually going to decide that discretion is the better part of valor here, so he's going to start to retreat a little bit. Meanwhile, this orc here, he's going to try and finish the job that he started, so he's going to attack you again, Yinfu.
Yup.
I can find the right button.
He doesn't need to find it, that's fine.
And he still cannot hit you for the life of him.
Fucking hell.
You're kind of like dodging backwards ever further into this little copse of trees. He's trying to follow up, but just can't seem to do it.
Oh god.
Alright, Elias, you can kind of see things have gone a little better for your allies down here. It seems that Wide-Eye's little transformation seems to have bought at least a little bit of time on their left flank.
Okay. Okay. Got an idea. I'm going to send little old owl, hawk even, after over towards our Imlius. And then I'm going to attempt to cast Shocking Grasp through the hawk.
Okay.
So would this be... I don't know quite how to do it to make it make sense. I guess because... let me have a look at the details of find. Let me just throw it up in. Finally, when you cast a spell with a range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast the spell. Your familiar must be within 100 feet, and must use its reaction to deliver the spell when you cast it. If the spell requires an attack roll, you use your attack modifier for the roll. Okay, right, so yeah, it uses my spell attack. Okay, I'll attempt to cast Shocking Grasp then. On Imlia.
Okay.
Oof.
Yep, that hits.
Oh, it does hit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see damage. 5 lightning damage.
Okay, so that kind of hawk descends as the kind of talons impact. It imparts a kind of a loud bang and an electric shock, which obviously takes him off guard a little bit.
Okay. Now, is there any other way for me to get down without having to climb?
You're always welcome to jump.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess I'm not concentrating on anything anymore. Okay, I'm gonna I don't know, maybe aim for this tree so I can jump into the tree, into the branches. You know how they do on in the Adventure Tales that Elias has read so much of.
There goes my hero.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Fuck it. I'm gonna try and leap.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
So you're going to roll me acrobatics for that, please.
Acrobatics. Yeah, skill check. Oh, natural 20.
You know what? Yeah, go on. You managed to grab a tree pretty high up and then just kind of like shimmy down its smooth trunk. So I will negate all full damage for you on that.
I'd land in front of Schwan. I'd turn around, scream in a very girlish voice, and then sort of relax a little bit.
I just go, shh.
I don't think I've got any movement left. No other actions. Oh yeah. So technically, that was the Hawk's reaction to cast the spell. So as his action, what else can the help action actually do? Can it like interfere with?
It's quite vague. It's not particularly.
Creature you aid gains advantage on the next ability check. It makes the prompt. Alternative, you can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature you feign distract.
The way this is written as well, like you aid a creature rather than you hinder another. So from now on, you're going to have to choose who you're assisting. Otherwise, everybody getting flat advantage is quite mechanically broken.
No, that's fair. Okay, well, I'll aid Schwan in case he decides to take a shot at him. But even though Schwan's more likely to attack this guy down here, but just in the event.
The fight continues.
Okay. A lot just happened then. But I'm not seeing any of it. This is the sad thing. I don't know what's going on. Right.
There was a big bright flash down here. There was like an electrical lightning flash over here.
Yeah, even then, I'm still like, oh god, it's fine. Right, I'm gonna just stab this dude. But before I'm gonna do that, because I'm a doofus, I'm gonna do fighting spirit. So I will gain advantage.
Okay.
Um.
So you get your 5 hit points as well, which it might have added, it might not have.
I'll double check that.
Give you your 5. There you go. Okay, that's a hit.
Brilliant. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. And because I don't really know what's going on and I'm focused on this guy, that is all I'm going to do this turn.
Okay, cool. So this time you kind of get a more satisfactory slice on his kind of exposed lower leg. You can see kind of some blood starts to blossom out into the pond. Right, Yinfu. You are still alive, much to your surprise.
Yeah. Would there be anything I could do for Epikos to stabilize him? I'm out of spells, so anything that way is kind of a non-starter.
It would have to be a pretty successful medicine check, but being as there is an orc bearing down on you, that would be done at disadvantage.
Yeah, that is not my skill, so I am just going to keep punching this orc and hope that it goes okay.
Okay, cool, roll up.
Oh shit.
It does not go okay.
Well, that's me done. Passy turny.
Epikos, another click of that skull button, please.
Hey!
Okay, so the dice smile on you this time, and can we have another memory, please?
This time it's the first fight he ever saw in the fighting pit. He was still very young at this point. But he saw like how the crowd was cheering for the victor and how like strong the victor looked, and he was like, I want to be that.
Okay, cool. Very good. So, why die? You've managed to kind of shrug off the worst of that fire, and now the rage is building.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of just getting angrier and angrier, but it's suppose the downside to his form is that he almost just locks in, like he forgets everything else that's going on, and all he's going to do is focus on
Wail into one of the orcs.
the orc that's directly in front of him. And once again, we'll do reckless.
Okay. Yep, that'll do it.
Okay, wonderful. And that's 11. Still won't let me target for some reason.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, it still won't let me target.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. I'll apply it manually, don't worry. Okay, so he tries to kind of parry you, but the kind of strength of your new form kind of renders it useless. Just for the might that you're bringing down kind of sunders his guard, and the axe finds its target, digging pretty deep.
And I don't really have any bonus actions, so yeah, that'll be end of turn.
Okay, so the orc is going to try and respond in kind. Once I deselect Yinfu as a target.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one hits.
Oh.
Okay, so that is going to actually bite deep this time, or deeper than the last few have. It was quite a good strike from him. Obviously, your rage doesn't lend itself too well to defense, Wide-Eye, but you shrug it off almost, the power of your new form just driving you through the pain. Alright, so back to our little watery ballet. This orc is actually going to take a different approach now. He's going to disengage from you, Lee May. Take disengage action. He's going to kind of pull himself back out up towards the surface. He's going to kind of take a defensive stance up there, kind of ready for you to follow him, and kind of gain his breath back, because obviously he hasn't had the benefit of a breathing straw. I'm actually going to have him roll a perception just to see if he's going to clock on to the fact that you two are kind of hid behind that tree. No, he's not that. He's still focused on his mystery aggressor. Right, this orc, he's not seeing the problems here, but he's going to actually kind of sidestep around you, Wide-Eye, and kind of hit you from the back. It doesn't really have much practical difference, but that's kind of what he would do tactically. Although the blade kind of fails to penetrate the thick hide and kind of shaggy fur of your back there. Okay, Juan, your turn.
Well, he's within 65 feet, so can I do the classic short bow with advantage? Where am I? Short bow. Advantage. Oh, that's a crit.
Oh. Okay, yep.
So that's
sneak attack as well.
Yeah. So 2d6 and then critical hit.
Yeah, please don't kill him.
24.
Okay, so the arrow streaks out from behind the tree across the pond. You get it right through his right ear. Tip kind of piercing through his skull, and out the other side, he just collapses.
Oh, shit.
Oh, bugger.
Never mind. Right on that second, I said, "Don't kill him." Headshot.
Yeah.
It's like, as I let go, you say it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna run out and announce myself. Hello. Oh, I'm measuring.
Yeah, keep doing that.
Your leader is dead. You should retreat. And I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay, so this orc here, he's not going to verify that himself. He's going to kind of continue. His blood's up as well, and you can see he's got Yinfu on the rocks here.
Yep.
And this is his closest path to escape anyway. Which I believe is a hit.
Yeah, it is.
Why is that not targeting you?
Oh my god.
Okay, so lights out for Yinfu as well. I mean, clearing that path for himself, this orc is actually going to disengage.
Oh, he's making a run for it.
He is, yeah. No, there's no kind of resistance. You can obviously see the big bear. You can kind of see that there are other people coming, so he's not being paid enough to hang around. And he's already done his job here. So, Elias, that moves us to your turn.
Are the orcs still carrying like the sacks full of whatever?
No, they were kind of dropped at the start of combat,
Right.
kind of over towards here.
Okay. Start it. I'm going to see if I can make this work. I will. Can I target? How do I untarget someone?
Kind of same way you target them, just click that little bullseye.
Or 2 right clicks again. Should just
Oh, yeah,
remove
there we go.
the corners.
Okay. I will target sort of over here, and I will cast Sleep. Oh, right. I actually get a little thing that I can ping on it.
Okay, so
Let me roll my damage. 15. Fucking come on.
spell sends creatures into a magical slumber.
So basically, if anyone has 15 or less HP, go to sleep. Out of those 3. Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to do it for
I believe
one of
it
them.
Only the
starts with
first one.
the-
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it starts with the lowest HP and then ascends, like,
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
each,
okay, so
like,
that one
passing of HP.
is going to go to sleep. If I can find... There doesn't appear to be... We'll put him as incapacitated for now, because there's no actual sleep condition, as far as I can say.
I think Chris put one on earlier, right?
Unconscious, I think it counts as.
Well, I'm not seeing it in the facts. Maybe
It's
it's
like
because
a moon with
sheet.
3 Zs, bottom right, up 1, left 1.
Oh, yeah.
It might be because this is an NPC character sheet. It doesn't get sleep. Maybe I'll just leave it as incapacitated for the time being.
If you right click on the token and go assign status effects, yeah. Are you looking in that window?
Oh, right, that one. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Because I think there's more you can apply to a token than you can to a character, just for effect conditions.
So, yeah. So, however many hit points he had, you deduct that, and then if the rest isn't enough to send another one of them to sleep, then it just has no effect.
Yeah, so that's not going to send anyone else to sleep, but it sends him to sleep.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Still have a bonus action, I guess. I will. Nope, that's measuring. I will move down here. Like the water's edge. and I will cast the telekinetic shove on that guy. This one. And
Okay.
try and drag him 5 feet closer to the water again.
Right, let's have a look. Okay, he succeeds on that one. His feet kind of firmly anchored into the kind of the wet mud around the edge of the pond.
Okay. Then the hawk is gonna fly on over to. Oh yeah, so it'll fly on over to him, and it'll give the help action to Lee May if she chooses to attack him.
Okay.
Oh, I will.
And that's the end of my turn.
Right, Lee May, you're up.
Immediately gonna get out of the water.
Okay,
Fine.
you pull yourself up there. That's rough terrain, so 10 feet for each, otherwise 5 feet. You spit
Okay,
out
cool.
the rees
Cool. Yeah.
and find yourself a more familiar combat footing.
Yeah. Just realizing what everything's been going on. I'm just gonna do a basic attack. I'm not gonna use my bonus. I'm gonna use my bonus. Or I get the help.
Yeah, you get.
Yeah, you're getting
the
help.
Cool. Get that. Oh my god, my
Oh,
rolls are
shit.
so bad. Does
Well,
that
good thing
Okay,
about the help
Lee
is
May,
it was a
this
crit miss.
this isn't your day. Clearly, this orc is apparently your equal when it comes to fighting. He blocks your blow quite easily.
awful for me. I'm not sure what else to do. No, I can't really do much else. Oh. I'm gonna try and intimidate him. And kind of make him want to attack me. So I'm like, come at me, come on, you can do it. I don't know. Can I do that?
You can try.
That means no.
Yeah, like can't do your best to insult him, but he seems to be a fairly switched on combatant. Doesn't seem to register any more than he already is trying to kill you.
That is the end of my go then.
Okay, Yinfu, death saving throw, please.
Oh.
Yup. Da, 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 da. That's... Oof.
Okay, so 1 success and a memory, please.
Yinfu is remembering the process of packing up and leaving home, saying goodbye to her village, and the experience of leaving home for the first time with a friend and the excitement that came with that.
Okay, cool. So this is the kind of first thing that flashes before your eyes as you kind of lie there in the sand. The stars growing a bit hazier. Epicos, death saving throw from yourself, please.
Yep. Hey.
Another success and another memory, please.
This one I think was the first time he won a combat in the arena. Just that sort of feeling of satisfaction, near exhaustion, but doing considerably better than the other guy who was standing over.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Wide eye.
So the one who fell asleep was the one in front of him.
That was the one behind you.
Oh, behind.
So
Oh,
you're either
well.
unaware or probably don't care too much.
Oh shit! Actually, worked this time. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, did not pay attention to that. Too busy focusing on the gentleman in front. So obviously we're going to go for. All right, let's attack. 8.
Yep, that's a hit.
and 15.
Boom. Very big blow. The orc staggers under the force of it. You actually kind of cleave through the handle of his great axe, kind of breaking that in half to find the flesh that was previously shielded by it.
And again, sweep up all in the way of bonus actions, so let's say shade for the moment. I don't have the option to end.
Alright, okay, I'll do that for you.
Yeah, cheers.
Okay, so by now the writing is on the wall for this guy. He's just has his weapon staved in as well, so he's going to take the disengage action. He's going to just turn and flee into the desert, away from the bear.
Where bear?
Their bear in front of him. That's the problem. Okay, so this orc over here, he's more focused on you, Lee May. He doesn't really see what's happening in the distance. He doesn't actually have the best sight in this this kind of light anyway.
He's got glasses.
So he is going to attempt to attack you. That is a hit. Although not the worst it could have been.
No.
And your temporary hit points absorb most of that, but you get a little scratch for your troubles. And the other orc is asleep, so I don't know whether he gets any chances of waking up from that.
No, I think it's just it lasts for a minute or until someone wakes him.
Yeah, that's work. So until the spell ends, the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses it. Okay, yeah, so basically until anyone interacts with him, or until the minute expires.
Basically.
Okay, cool. So that is him done. So it's Juan, your turn.
Cool. I'm going to run over to our wounded friends. Not knowing so much about medicine, he may not be too helpful, but he's going to take out one of his water skins, pour a little on Epicos's forehead, and give him a light slap on the cheek. I woke you up once. Please come again. Come back. Any futile effort to help him come back around.
So I need you to roll me a medicine saving throw, please.
Medicine.
Oh, not medicine saving throw, medicine check.
Oh, a big old +0. 10.
10 is actually just enough, so you can kind of see these horrendous burns on Epicos's kind of back and hind quarters, so you kind of start to pour water on as best you can, and using what kind of makeshift bandages you can find, you start to kind of patch up the ones that are oozing the worst. So Epicos, you are stabilized.
Hey, appreciated.
Nice. Oh, and 10.
Thank God.
Okay. Seeing that Epicos is back up, Joan's over there. They can probably take care of Yinfu. So
I'm not back up, as a heads up. I am no longer bleeding out, but I'm still very unconscious.
Alright, okay. That's shit. Okay. I'll head on down and I'll have a go at stabilizing Yinfu. I'll try and find some makeshift bandages or something. A whole +1.
Ooh.
Hey.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So you managed to stabilize Yinfu as well, kind of patch the worst of the bleeding.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's not perfect, and it's probably going to leave a nasty scar, but it's keeping fluids at least partly where they should be.
And then the hawk is going to do the same again. Try and give the help action for Lime.
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
And turn.
Whose turn it now is?
Oh, good.
Come on,
I'm so
Lime. You
excited.
got this.
I was very excited.
Hey,
It's as easy as that.
Oh!
Thank God. Oh, I'm guessing that hits.
Yep, that is a crit, so that definitely hits.
Oh, thank God. That's not the best it could have been, though. That is
Okay,
two
cool.
ones.
I'll let you describe how you finish this guy off then.
Oh, I just kind of slash him across his chest once, and then I decide, no, that isn't enough, and go straight for the head and chop his head off.
Okay, cool. So you follow up a feint with, kind of kick in the sand. The sand kind of goes up into his eyes a little bit, and as he's kind of blinded, you bring the sword down, the kind of a sharpened edge, finding a bit of purchase in his neck before you kind of give it a good yank and cleave his head off, putting him very conclusively out of the fight. So that brings us to Yinfu is unconscious and Epicos is unconscious, so Wide Eye is the next. Now, obviously, the orc behind you is asleep. However, you are still very angry.
Yeah, I think it would be very, very fitting that orcs just run off. Which is kind of pissed Wide off enough. So when he turns around to have a look, he kind of forgot that guy was there for a moment, and he kicks him. And as soon as he notices he's there, he's just going to look down, and everyone else is just going to hear another massive roar, and he's literally just going to raise his axe straight up over his head and slam it straight down.
Okay, so roll me that at advantage, please.
Didn't even need to be reckless, but
Advantage.
That hits, and because he's asleep, I'm going to give you an auto crit on that.
So I get no damage. Oh,
Oh my God.
nice.
Okay, so you just bring this great axe down right onto his kind of chest cavity there, and the axe just buries the blade all the way up to the wooden shaft. Obviously, kind of ending that matter fairly conclusively.
gonna see him putting his foot on it, just trying to rip that axe back out as well.
Okay, so that will end the combat. Zwan and Elias, you obviously see this just roaring bear figure, kind of wielding Wide Eye's axe. He's obviously a bit further away from you, but you can kind of just see the rage in his eyes from even your kind of position here.
Okay.
Wide Eye?
I just like start backing away, very unsure what he's gonna do.
I think not saying a word, Wide Eye is just gonna very slowly start walking over towards these.
Yeah, and I still back up.
Okay. Yep, so Wide Eye walks over, his great axe kind of dripping with blood and gore from his previous victims. Obviously kind of towards you guys. Wide Eye, as you approach, you see the livestock is incapacitated.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
He's gonna walk up next to Elias, and all Elias is gonna see is he's gonna raise his axe slightly. He's gonna throw it down just into the ground next to him, kind of thing. And he's just gonna heavily breathing, looking down at them. He's just gonna be like, "Are they still alive?"
Yes. No. Are you And Elias is just gonna like poke him in the chest. Are you what happened?
Elias is going to poke him in the chest, and Wide Eye's vision is just going to snap to him with like such a look of anger, like someone like.
Calm him down.
We'll be like, okay, I like looking down at his hands, like covered in blood. He's like, I need a moment. What he's actually going to do is he's just going to kind of walk off, not too far, but kind of out of view, just to calm down a moment.
Okay, so Elias, you kind of lower your hand. You were ready to obviously kind of intervene with your ways if necessary, but it seems that Wide Eye has chosen a more solitary solution to this.
I then turn, thinking to see Schwan at my side and see he's actually hiding behind the other side of the tree. Just be like, Elias thought he had backup there, but
Emotional support only at this point.
I'm gonna be looking through the pockets of the orc to see if he has a healing potion. And if not, I'm gonna go to this guy.
Yeah, I think someone definitely wants to see what this guy's got in him.
Yeah, I might do the same actually.
Documents, contracts, agreements, money.
Well,
actually,
I guess all the sacks and stuff are up here, so I guess I'll look for any medicine or anything amongst those.
Sure. So you guys kind of go through the various packs. The orcs were kind of carrying fairly standard supplies you would expect people going through a desert to have on them, namely quite a few water skins and some kind of dehydrated meats for rations. There are a few kind of like, bandages and maybe perhaps a salve, but nothing overly, potent. Clearly, medicinal herbs aren't too common out here in the desert. Juan, you have a bit more of an interesting experience kind of rifling through Imlius's possessions. Obviously, the spellglaive lies kind of discarded in the sand. But interestingly, you see he has quite a few kind of documents on him. A few of them are kind of clearly personal in nature. A few kind of sales ledgers of thing you find by quite a significant way is a writ of passage. Essentially, this is a guarantee of safe passage throughout the realm, usually provided to kind of foreign dignitaries or other people of great importance. The actual writing upon it is essentially along the lines of that Imlius is a guest of the Emperor. To oppose him is to die.
Well, it's a good thing we killed him outside of the realm.
There are plenty of official-looking seals and other items on this that suggest it's going to be legitimate, or at least it looks like a very, very good forgery if it isn't.
Does it just say the Emperor, or is it signed by a specific person?
No, it's given the Imperial seal, so this is coming from as high up as it goes, clearly. But you can see that it's written out in his name as well. This isn't a generic pass. This was kind of, written for the occasion.
Mm-hmm. We may have made a mistake. It seems, maybe unsurprisingly, that Imlius had powerful connections. Even the Emperor.
What does that mean for us?
Well, the only witnesses are those orcs who ran off into the desert at night with no supplies. So, I mean, even if they do make it back to their camp, I doubt they're going to communicate all of this to anyone inside the realm. So maybe we're okay? As long as we don't tell anyone that we killed them.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I can get on board with that.
It also points that this whole situation potentially runs very deep. Even Magistrate Fu might have bitten off more than he may have wanted.
Who might have bitten off more than you can chew?
I pity the Fu.
Fu Manchu.
Did I find anything in these sacks, for, like medicine wise, or
nothing really, other than a few kind of basic bandages. Nothing like a healing potion. Okay. Again, they're fairly pricey items, and these guys are clearly just grunts.
What else was in these sacks?
So your kind of standard adventuring gear. There's a few bedrolls, a couple of small coin purses. You kind of tally it together. And it looks like, the sum total comes to about 48 gold pieces.
Okay, cool. I'll tell you what, I'll add that to the party's funds.
The kind of interesting find, however, comes to when you kind of reach the bottom of, kind of one of the sacks that one of the bigger orcs have been carrying, where you see a kind of what looks to be a kind of a jar of a fine kind of silvery powder.
Okay. A silvery powder. Can I attempt to work out, or if I can figure out what it is?
Yeah, sure. How are you going to go about doing that?
I guess is it just like a lid?
Yeah, it's kind of like a fairly easy lid to get off, probably a cork.
Okay, I'll uncork it, sort of, without getting too close to it, see if it gives off any scent of anything.
So you kind of stick your nose close-ish to it. You get a slightly metallic scent coming off of it. Quite tangy.
Oh. Dragon scale.
Is it gold metallic or
Is it what?
metallic?
It's silver.
But it was like a silvery powder.
Okay. Oh yeah, silver. Yeah. Well, dragon scales are gold, right?
Okay. If I reach in to take a pinch of it,
okay,
do I feel anything like magical?
Well, you take a pinch of it, and then what do you do with that pinch?
Okay. Setting the jar to one side, I'll. How do I go about doing this in like the least damaging way possible? I'll sort of put the jar down, sort of take a few steps away, and I'll light a torch.
Okay.
And then like sprinkle a little bit onto the torch and see what happens.
So you kind of sprinkle a little bit of this onto the torch, and it kind of ignites, forming kind of like a cascade of green sparks out the other side of the fire.
Okay. Can I do like some sort of knowledge check, I guess, to see if I know what I know about chemistry?
You could investigate it.
Investigate? Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so given that what you've kind of found out, and the nature of Imlius's business, you suspect this might be powdered dragon scale. But you're not 100% sure.
Okay. Well, knowing that was probably about like 100 gold's worth of fucking dragon scale that I just burnt on the torch. So I'm gonna carefully seal the jar back up and like see if I can. I'll tear up some of like the bedding in one of the orcs packs and like very carefully package the jar into my backpack.
Okay. Cool. So as you're doing that, Lee May, roll me a perception, please.
Yes, sir. Do. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, so while these guys are all distracted and you're over here helping them, you're a little busy, so you don't notice it until it's very close. But coming over the cliff there, you see a large silhouette flying towards you guys. You realise quite quickly that it's a dragon.
Guys!
Oh!
Guys! Get over here!
What?
Huh?
Look up! Look up!
I look up.
Okay, you guys kind of you follow her very frantic point. You can kind of see this silhouette too. It's still a couple of 100 meters away from you, but approaching rapidly.
Oh shit! Hide.
Yep, hide.
Yeah, I hide under the trees with.
Okay,
with these
Zwan, you make a very, very quick dash under cover and kind of throw yourself down. A few moments later, the silhouette kind of swoops by overhead. You estimate it's maybe about 50 meters above the desert. A few more seconds pass, and then you kind of hear the blood-curdling scream of an orc out in the desert as clearly this dragon catches up with it.
Fuck.
two.
Oh fuck.
That takes care of the
shit.
witnesses, I
Is,
suppose.
That's one of them.
like, did you grab Imlius's spellglaive, Schwan?
I would have done. I put it in my inventory on.
Okay.
Conquer. You know, yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so you guys kind of stay hidden for a few moments more. The silhouette doesn't reappear. It seems that this dragon has found its tea for tonight. But you kind of huddle in the cover of your respective shelters for a little while longer. An hour passes, so if everybody wants to take a short rest, you would be allowed to.
Oh yes, please.
Oh, Schwan, did you take the wrist device off Imlius?
I did not. I didn't even think about it.
Right.
He's
Hold
dead, so he's
on.
not
Oh, so yeah, let's.
Yeah,
well,
he's
I was
still
gonna
there,
say
the
let's
dragon
not
take
short
him.
rest, I guess.
Yes.
I was going to say, yeah, I really didn't want the dragon to swoop down and fucking take his body.
Yeah, I forgot about the wrist device.
Can I wander over and take a closer look at that?
Yep. Cool. Roll me investigation, please.
Okay.
D8. I'm going to use 2. Oh.
I don't need to do a short rest for anything, so I'm good.
I
Okay.
can take a short rest for sure.
I'm assuming Chris and I can.
Yeah,
Take
you guys
short
will
rest.
get
Yeah.
as well.
Wait, how do I select more than one dice?
Click it. Just click the button again. You can use any number of hit dice that you've still got available whenever you short rest.
Oh, I thought you had to decide before you rolled. And you didn't just roll them one by one.
You can only roll them one by one on here, so
Okay,
Actually,
well
I'm
that's
not going to because I only lost
that's
one.
fine.
I'm just gonna keep.
How
going.
is-
You guys
Everybody looking.
fine?
I mean, Elias looks just as good as the day you met him.
Yeah,
Bit sandier, perhaps.
I have a scratch on my cheek, probably or something.
I mean, my health is fine, but I'm a lot fairer.
I might also use my Song of Rest for an extra d6.
That's a good idea.
Meanwhile, Elias, you have a look at this device on his wrist. It appears to be some sort of sending stone embedded into some kind of mechanical compartment. But you can kind of see the kind of rune stone kind of at its core, inactive at the time.
Do I know about sending stones and how they work and whatever?
Yeah, you know that this is obviously a sending stone. These things are fairly common. in the realm. They're very popular for sending, obviously, messages to their paired devices at long distance, so quite common with traveling merchants away from home for quite a while. Obviously, they're very limited in their nature to the kind of length and the frequency with which they can send messages. But looking at the mechanical device, you can see it appears to be set up so that it will kind of automatically dispense some parchment on receiving a message. And from looking at a complicated array of cylinders, it looks like it might be a ciphered message at some point.
Oh.
But there's no evidence of any messages now. Imlius obviously clearly disposed of any previous ones. But it's an interesting bit of technology.
Can I, remove it from his wrist?
Yep, yeah, it's kind of attached by leather strap, so you can remove that. I don't have an item.
Does it seem like the device required it to be connected to his arm to work, or was it just like...
No, it just seemed like it was there for convenience.
Yeah. Okay, I'll stash that away. And Juan got everything else out of his pockets, I guess.
Yeah, Juan's
It
kind
took
of been
the
through it
glaive
quite
and
slowly.
the writ of passage. I'm not sure if I would have kept the other documents. Would we?
Yeah, you would have. So
Probably,
amongst
yeah.
them, I probably should have mentioned at the time, Imlius himself didn't carry any coinage, but he does have a letter of credit. And you notice actually that this is kind of made out in the name of a bank situated in Taizhou, which if you move over to the map of a realm, you'll see is on the coast.
Makes sense.
So obviously a good deal further away from where you are now than you would think.
So also, I guess, so based on the fact that we're at this oasis, he came to this oasis, can we work out that his probable destination was the Phoenix Gate?
Most likely.
Yeah.
It would definitely be the kind of most heavily trafficked gate in the immediate vicinity.
Okay. I mean, what's the likelihood that maybe he might be planning on meeting someone at the Phoenix Gate and then traveling on to Taizhou?
You don't really know that much.
I was just thinking out loud. I mean, the orcs, I'm sure, were escorting him through the desert, but then from there onwards, maybe he's got another caravan that he's planning on traveling with.
Maybe.
We might be able to ask Pang Yun if he recalls seeing him passing through.
Yeah.
Did the Phoenix Gate? Did they take our names and what have you when we came through?
The initial guards would have, yeah.
Okay, so they might have like a list of like people who passed through. We could possibly check that against, assuming he used his real name.
Surely, if the writ of passage had his real name on it,
oh yeah,
he probably would have used it because he can't just go, "Oh, I've got this."
Yeah, true.
That's
true,
not
true.
you.
But then I guess so at least from that we might be able to find out if he was traveling with someone. Maybe that someone's still waiting for him back at the gate.
For someone.
A changing of guard, basically.
Yeah, like he gets escorted to the Phoenix Gate, goes to meet the orcs, comes back, and then gets escorted back to Taizhou with his ill-gotten gains. I will point out to everyone as well that I do have what appears to be a jar of powdered dragon scale in my backpack. This is quite something. I know that we're technically, meant to be foiling the smuggling, but I feel the need to point out to everyone that this jar is probably worth a small fortune.
Yeah, how much did they say? It was something like.
Well, one of the scales goes for, what was it, 100 gold, something like that?
Mm.
So, like, if I had to guess how many scales worth of powdered stuff would be in that
It
jar.
was 500 gold pieces per scale, although they did
500,
just up
Jesus.
that to
Oh, yeah, they did.
700, I
Yeah, they
believe.
did. So it's basically worth however much someone's willing to pay for it, which is quite a lot.
Okay, but we could use this as evidence instead.
So, Crispy, based on that scale that I saw Chiquinto get, how many scales worth do I think might be in this jar?
It's hard to say. You don't know how much material is lost in the process, but you'd probably guess a couple of dozen.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Damn. Well, this is really something.
If people find out we have this on us, how will that be received? The supply of dragon scales is highly regulated.
How heavy is this jar?
It's a couple of kilograms.
Okay.
In terms
Like,
of real world
less than
size,
4
how big is
kilograms?
it?
The jar itself, what would be a good kind of comparison to? It's quite dense material, this stuff, so you're probably looking maybe the size of a small, kind of small cookie jar.
Okay.
Right, okay. Right.
Would you say it's less than, that it weighs less than like 4 kilograms?
Yeah, it's probably not too much shy of that, but
So
it
it's
would be
carryable by mage hand.
Nice.
Just thinking
Floating
about
jar of dragon scale.
no, just thinking about how we're going to smuggle it back across the border.
Oh my god. I would say we could use it as evidence, but I don't know how we would be able to say how we got it in the
Oh,
first
whoops,
place.
we killed someone with diplomatic immunity within the realm.
No.
We don't really know what's going on with that.
No, no, no,
They
no,
are
no, 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 no,
related
no,
to
no,
the fleet.
no. We didn't kill him within the realm.
Yeah.
That's
Diplomatic,
a point.
diplomatic immunity don't mean shit outside the realm. And first and second of all, we didn't kill anyone. Okay, let's just get that straight.
Oh, we could say it was the. We could say it was the beastie thing over there that killed him. We tried to help, but we didn't get there in time.
Yeah, it shot him through the ear with an arrow.
Yeah.
As dragons want to do.
Yeah.
How long have we been gone from the Oasis, and how desiccated is that cloaker?
So the cloak has been out for a good 5 days or so. It's pretty sun scorched at the minute.
How many days is it for us to go back to the gate?
Phoenix Gate, you're about a day and a half away.
So probably still 4 days. So similar desiccation. Someone to travel out from the gate at the absolute soonest they would get here. Anything longer than that, he's going to decay a little bit more. Which means that the evidence also disappears a little bit more.
I mean, we could also just drag him a few hundred meters out into the dunes, and it's highly unlikely anyone would ever find him.
Or we could move him next to the cloaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one would know.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, no one comes out here, do they? Except if they're being guided.
I'm gonna like.
Speaking of, where's Chicken?
Uh-oh.
I think he was hiding nearby, wasn't he?
We heard a scream of an
You
orc.
you have a look for Chikinso.
Assumed it was one of the ones that fled.
Oh.
A quick search of the area reveals Jacinto is nowhere to be seen.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I don't blame him, to be honest.
Shit.
I'll just shout, Chiquinto?
Your voice is carried across the empty dunes by the wind, but you get no response.
So he's had a few hours head start if he's just left. or he's just become a dragon snack.
Well, at least 1 hour because we rested, right, for an hour.
Yeah, you guys had the long rest there to.
So I mean, assuming that he just legged it as soon as the fighting started, he's got quite a way.
Yeah, he's
And it's
gone.
also like nighttime now, right?
It
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you're kind of
Right.
probably about maybe 11 p.m.
Shit.
Hmm.
Okay. By the way, are Yinfu and Epikos awake yet?
They are, yes.
Yeah.
They've
They are, yes.
had
Okay,
a bit of
just
time to compose
double
themselves.
checking. Okay. In
What
case I
did we
just-
miss?
The dragon.
A dragon? I told you I saw a dragon, and none of you believed me. And now I miss it.
What? You did take quite a beating. I think it was better if you did rest.
I did. I am still incredibly sore.
Yeah.
Although, Epicos, you can't help but feel a little bit cheated as it was dirty magic that put you down.
And it was on my back. That is dishonorable. It looks like I fleed.
Speaking of dirty magic, I'm
He's
not
dead.
such a fan either. Perhaps you'll get more use than me out of this. And I'll give Elias the glaive.
Okay.
Can I?
It's your... There you go. It's in your
Oh, yes.
inventory.
A flame glaive.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Resistance to fire damage while you hold this staff.
I think I'll read
10 charges. 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one or more of its charges to cast one of the following spells: Burning Hands, Fireball, Wall of Flame. The staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn if you expend the last charge. 20 Fireball, that's the staff. So, okay, damn. Holy shit.
I like the sound
And
of that
actually, that
fire
will have
resistance.
fewer charges after using
Yeah, fair enough.
a few of those spells previously, but you still got 6 of them for the time being.
Alright, it'll regain 1d6 plus 4 at dawn. Now, how, sort of obvious is this glaive? Does it look,
Well,
really fucking...
it's about
shiny and
it's
impressive,
about
isn't
6 foot in length and is very clearly imbued with arcane enchantments and kind of conduits. It would be, even to a non-magic user, fairly apparent that this is obviously a magical staff of some sort.
Okay.
To those, kind of in the know or at least somewhat up to date with current military technology, they would identify it quite easily.
Okay. You said that he got it out of his bag.
That is.
What bag was that?
You have a search for it. You find a small bag on his possession.
No.
It appears to be a bag of holding.
Yes.
Yeah, mixed messages from you there, Zed.
But
Oh,
we are
no.
getting hype.
Yes.
Well, Lee May has another head to put in another bag, so.
Oh my god.
Okay, you don't still have that guy's head, do you?
No, I got rid of it.
What
Wait,
a shame!
I know.
We've got a perfectly good bag for it.
There is an orc's head over there, but it's not worth much. So
Okay.
let's.
I will. In that case, I will transfer. Can you add a bag of holding to my inventory? I suppose I can do it myself. Plutonium import, items, bag holding.
There you go, got you.
There you got it. Okay, cool. Hey, oh no, I've got 2.
Hold on, why is that adding it to a different place? Oh, yeah, there it is. Let me delete that. So, just to reiterate, it is not a bottomless pit. It can carry up to about 500 pounds and not exceeding a volume more than 74 cubic feet.
Okay.
And weighs 15 pounds regardless of contents.
Okay. Oh, I also need to add a jar of. Well, I still don't know for certain that it is dragon scale, powdered dragon scale, do I? So.
I will have to homebrew up a couple of items for you, Cal. I'll do that once we've ended the session.
Okay, no problem. I was just going to add a jar and then say it's got silver powder in it.
Well, one of the nice things I can do actually is kind of leave loot unidentified. Although actually, one of the things about magical items is after a short rest you can identify them, which I imagine means that
For
Chris, you will
example,
have. Let me identify that one for you.
I won't have done, but I will have let someone else do it. I will have spent my short rest just trying to get further away from death.
Yep, okay. I will identify that for you. In fact, actually, once I
Oh.
identify this, I think you'll realise I've been actually lenient on you, but I've largely forgotten about it.
How many of those did you find?
Well, Crispy's just put 3 more in the chat, so that's at least 4.
Okay.
Yeah, why is that? Anyway, let me edit that for
Yeah.
you.
Elias, I would have given that over to you, given that you were like, grab it before we leave.
Well, it can. Well, actually, can it fit in the bag of holding? Because it's quite large. Well, you said it was about a foot.
Yeah, it's 2 feet in diameter, so you're fine.
Okay.
Sorry, the bag of holding entrance, that is. So yeah, this will fit in. There you go, Chris. I've identified that for you.
There's a bit of information which I can't seem to share. It is incredibly cursed and will no doubt bring down misfortune on its owner. Buyer beware.
Uh-oh.
But it is worth 6,000 gold, so if we can shift this...
Crispy, what were you saying about breaking the economy?
I have my reasons, don't you worry.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
Okay, if you want to give it to me, I can put it in the bag of holding.
Can't curse us from within a different plane.
I don't know about
Or it'll just
in the
curse us
corner, rubbing his
slower.
hands together.
Hold on, will it curse us slower or faster?
You're very, very lucky, Chris, but I forgot about that and didn't auto-fail your death saves for you.
Oh.
Ah, good. Yeah, because I rolled 3 of them.
Maybe the curse hasn't fully taken effect just yet. But you did also get 1 shot by the fireball, so maybe it balances out. But yes, we will have fun with that, no doubt, while that remains in one of your possession.
Oh my fucking god.
I was going to say, do you want to transfer it to the bag of holding?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Alright, so let me put that into Cal's inventory.
Carrying that sounds like a hot potato.
Cursed potato, cursed potato.
Damn, it weighs 22 pounds.
It's just a big lump of mineral.
I do like how transferring stuff into the bag of holding takes the weight out of my inventory as well. That's cool.
It is very handy, but it does all that automatically. Okay, cool. So you guys kind of pass around the various items and contemplate what recent events may have on your immediate future. But that is where we are going to leave it for tonight. And I am pleased to inform you that you will have earned the campaign's first level up.
Oh my
Nice!
Okay.
So if you want to do anything in Foundry, I'll leave that up for a while. I'll probably shut that down about 11:30.